This is the Reading Fightin Phillies pregame show on the Our Phillies Broadcast Network, featuring exclusive interviews, content, and much more. Now out to the ballpark with broadcasters Jake Starr and Bob McCool.
A very good evening and welcome into Prince George's Stadium in Bowie, Maryland for Game 2 of a three-game set between the Reading Fightin Phillies and the Bowie Baysox. Welcome into the broadcast booth. This is the Our Phillies pregame show. I'm Jake Starr. Appreciate you joining myself tonight and all weekend long here on the Fightin Phillies radio network. Game 2 of a three-game set, and tomorrow the series ends at 1:05 p.m. Coverage, of course, available right here on the Our Phillies radio network. It is a partly cloudy night. It was pretty much cloudy and windy all day, but a little bit warmer it should be at first pitch tonight than it was last night. It was 48 degrees at first pitch last night. We're looking at 54 degrees, and there is some sun peeking through. Didn't see much blue skies today, maybe a little bit this morning in Maryland, but it's cleared up a bit. Actually feels pretty good. Wind not as heavy as last night either. It's clocked in at 17 miles per hour at first pitch last night, so definitely probably closer to 8 or 9 miles per hour tonight. So definitely a more comfortable night as the Fightin Phillies look to move to 2-0 for the first time since the 2019 season. And in 2019 was the last time the Fightin Phillies won on opening night. Last night they snapped a streak of 3 straight opening day losses with a 5-2 win over the Bowie Baysox in a game that was pretty much gridlocked throughout. And then in the 9th inning, the Our Phillies took advantage of some costly errors from Bowie's side, scored 3 runs, broken open by a 2-run single by Carlos De La Cruz, the Phillies' number 13 overall prospect. Also another highlight last night, Gabriel Rincones Jr., another Phillies ranked prospect, hit his first home run in an Our Phillies uniform, an absolute missile over the right field fence at Prince George's Stadium, 452 feet. Ball was just absolutely walloped, and if that's a sign of things to come from Rincones and also this team, we're going to be in for an exciting 2024 season. But it's the Fightin Phillies, it's the Baysox. Reading looking to make it 2 straight to open up the 2024 season. And when we come back, we sit down with Fightin Phillies outfielder Marcus Lee Sang, who is making a homecoming this weekend, playing just 25 minutes from his high school in Owings, Maryland. Plenty of friends and family here tonight. We'll hit on that and a whole lot more. Our conversation with Marcus Lee Sang coming up after this on the Fightin Phillies pregame show on the Our Phillies radio network. For top flight local jobs, go with who you know. JP Mascaro & Sons are a leading waste removal company. To meet today's employment and service demands, Mascaro is upgrading its already highly competitive employee wage and benefit package for drivers, collection crew helpers, and other positions. Call 888-MASCARO, MASCARO, for details. Work for an established local family business committed to its employees. Again, call 888-MASCARO today or apply online at www.jpmascaro.com.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
Burke's Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Burke's Packing provides America's classic ballpark with quality products, including the highly acclaimed flat-top grilled hot dog. Join us for Burke's Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long at First Energy Stadium.
This summer, we're going from minor league baseball to major fun. Whether you're just stopping by or looking for that Grand Slam getaway, Wyndham rewards everyone. Start earning points on your next qualified by Wyndham hotel stay and redeem them for minor league baseball tickets and experiences all summer long. Not a Wyndham Rewards member? Join for free at WyndhamRewards.com. Restrictions apply. Visit WyndhamRewards.com for more details.
Welcome back to the pregame show on the Fightin Phillies radio network. Jake Starr joined by our Phillies outfielder Marcus Lee Sang. Marcus, start last night leading off. You're back in the lineup tonight. The DH leading off. One game out of the way. How's everything feel so far?
Feels great. I mean, being able to start the season off somewhere close to home. I mean, we've got a great team out here. I mean, guys want to win, and we're off to a good start, so can't complain.
First at-bat yesterday, you get that base hit. You work good at-bat, you get that hit. How's it feel to just get that first one out of the way right away?
I mean, it's tremendous. I mean, it works a lot for your brain, your mind. I mean, it's just a great feeling to get the ball rolling for the season.
Now, you alluded to this basically being a homecoming for you. Played high school ball less than a half hour away from here. First time in Bowie since joining Reading last season. Just how is it to play so close to home in front of what I presume is going to be a bunch of family and friends?
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible coming here to this ballpark, or 12 years old, 15 years old, coming out, seeing them play. And, I mean, being able to see myself play here, too, as well. I mean, it's just an unbelievable feeling.
And last year, started in Jersey Shore, got called up to Reading in August, finished the year in Double-A. Though a short stint to finish the year, what did you learn throughout your time in Reading?
Oh, I really learned how to have an approach at the plate. I mean, understanding that these guys, I mean, they command both sides of the plate with different speeds. So understanding what you're looking for up at the plate and just being able to get my K rate down, I mean, that's going to help the team, maybe even get myself on base a little bit more, score some runs, and help us win some games.
And another sense of familiarity coming from Jersey Shore to here this year is your hitting coach, Brock Stassi. How big is that, just having Brock with you for a second straight year and the things that he can kind of help you continue to implement?
I mean, Brock's a great guy. I mean, hands down, he's a great hitting coach, but at the end of the day, he's also a great person. I mean, I've learned so much from him already from last year. But, I mean, being able to already have that chemistry with him, understands what kind of hitter I am. I mean, I'm able to just pile on and just be able to create myself in a better situation day after day.
You were drafted out of high school almost 5-6 years ago at this point. What have you learned about yourself as a person throughout the last 6 years in the Phillies organization?
One thing, just understanding that just being a good person. I mean, the Phillies organization has been a big piece of just not only being a good baseball player, but being a good human being to other people. So, I mean, it's huge. I mean, it's tremendous what kind of organization we have around us.
And back to the spring for a minute here. At least from what the numbers show, looked like you had a pretty good spring. Showcased some of that power as well. How did you feel personally at the plate and just overall spring training went?
Yeah, I mean, I felt really good at the plate, really comfortable. I was able to spend a lot of time down in Florida tuning my game, tuning my swing, working on an approach at the plate, and just being able to get comfortable with that, hoping to take it into the season this year.
And I know a story that came out yesterday talked about one of your inspirations being, Andrew McCutchen. For those maybe didn't get a chance to read that story, kind of want to elaborate, what you saw in Cuts that you wanted to emulate or just looked up to growing up?
I mean, that season he won MVP, I mean, it was just a speed-power combo. Just seeing that, it's just something that I really, really looked up to, wanted to implement within my game. So, I mean, stealing bases, extra base hits, also hitting home runs. I mean, I feel like that's something that makes an elite ball player.
And in the field, you played a good amount of center here last year. You were in left yesterday. Obviously, we said DH tonight. But just how important to you is outfield positional versatility to be able to play anywhere?
Oh, I mean, it opens up so many doors. I mean, being able to play every position in the outfield, it'll give you an opportunity wherever on the field, just being able to play night after night. And I feel like that's the biggest piece about it.
And for you as a leadoff guy, just what's the mindset when you step in there early in a game? Just when it comes to setting the tone, what are you trying to do at the plate on the bases to, quote unquote, set that tone?
I mean, you said it right there, set the tone. I mean, show them what the Fightin Phillies are about. We're out here, we're ready to go, and we're coming to kick some butt.
And lastly, obviously, long season ahead of us here. goals that you have for yourself. Of course, progressing throughout the organization's probably number one, but maybe things outside of that or things to get you to that point. What are some of the biggest things that you're kind of striving towards this year just to help you continue to grow as a ball player?
I mean, just winning day after day is the biggest piece. I know a lot of guys here, like we want some hardware at the end of the year. So just being able to take it step by step, playing consistently, playing hard every day, I mean, hopefully that can lead us to a playoff run and maybe even to a ring.
I think it's a great one to end on. Marcus Lee Sang, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Back after this on the Art Phillies Radio Network. The Promax Fence Systems Foul Porch is an exclusive group experience. Located in our left field corner, groups of 20 to 30 people are treated to 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and drinks and a festive atmosphere. Regular season tickets are $37 for groups of 20 or more. Call us today at 610-370-BALL to reserve a spot for your group.
When you drive a vehicle so reliable it's backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty, you stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see what you're capable of in a vehicle that inspires confidence around every corner. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available. Warranties include 10-year 100,000-mile powertrain and 5-year 60,000-mile basic. Warranties are limited. See retailer for details.
Looking to try something new at a Fightin Phil's game this season? Give Briganti Wines a try. Briganti Wines is ran by former Fightin Phil's great and big leaguer Mike Costanzo. Briganti Wines comes from the vineyards in Italy's Abruzzo region. They are committed to quality, authenticity, and sustainability, attracting a loyal following of customers. Get a wide variety of Briganti Wines wherever it is sold at First Energy Stadium this season. Visit BrigantiWines.com to learn more.
Fightin Phillies are proud to partner with Berks County Mental Health and Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and suicide prevention with 3 simple words. Are you okay? The help is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide hurts and affects everyone, but help is here. We will work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-379-2007.
Back on the pregame show, Jake Starr from Prince George's Stadium here in Bowie, Maryland. Once again, a big thank you everybody for joining us tonight here on the Fightin Phil's Radio Network. Great conversation with our Phil's outfielder Marcus Lee Sang. Just somebody who has a great head on his shoulders and someone who not just plays the game the right way, but also has a fantastic mindset as well. Lee Sang does. I mean, you heard it in the interview. What's your goal this year? Look, everybody's goal, they want to get to AAA. They want to get to the big leagues. They want to hit 300, hit 25 home runs, but he said it clearly and quite frankly, they want to get some hardware. They want to win a championship, whether it be for Reading or Lehigh Valley, wherever he ends up at the end of this season. But it just feels like a big year is in store for Marcus Lee Sang. Had a hit last night, bats leadoff tonight, and will be the DH, so he'll look to set the tone again here on night 2 of the 2024 season. About 7 minutes the first pitch. Managers just had their home plate meeting with the umpire. Al Patrique for Reading, Roberto Mercado for the Bowie Baysox. The national anthem is soon to get underway here from Prince George's Stadium as well. Starting pitchers also finish off their warm-up tosses. Efrain Contreras down in the Art Phillies bullpen, along with Kyle Branovich in the Baysox pen down the first base line. So Reading, as we said, for the first time since 2019, is looking to move to 2-0. Take a quick look around the Eastern League. Erie on the road at Harrisburg, on top 4-0 early, top 2. Akron 1-0 over Altoona, top of the second over at Canal Park. At TD Bank Ballpark, Somerset a 2-1 lead over Richmond. And one game final already today. Binghamton 9-3 winners over New Hampshire. So those two teams have split the first 2 games of that series from Marabato Stadium in Binghamton, New York. Portland and Hartford were snowed out again. The two teams will try to get the third game in tomorrow at least try to salvage one game out of that series before Portland gets on a bus on Monday and comes 8 hours south. It's going to feel like you're going from Maine to Florida. Snow in Maine, going to be about 70 degrees on Tuesday in Reading, so definitely will be a nice change for Chad Epperson's group in the Portland Sea Dogs. One Phillies affiliate already finished today, Lehigh Valley. Got to play finally. They played at Rochester today after Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday were all rained out. This afternoon they get a win over the Red Wings 5-4. Taylor Lehman, our Phil alum, gets the win. Then 2 games tomorrow for Lehigh Valley and Rochester. Mick Abel on the mound for the first of a doubleheader at 1:05. And then following that, Kobe Allard, who the Phillies got from the Braves in a trade this past offseason, gets the ball in game 2 of the doubleheader. Jersey Shore currently playing. They lead 7-5 over the Orioles High A Aberdeen Ironbirds. That's at Shoretown Ballpark in Lakewood. And then to round things out, Clearwater and Bradenton about to get underway from Lecombe Ballpark, a couple of hours south from Clearwater Beach. So that's a look around the Eastern League, a look around the Phillies organization as well. And of course, our spotlighted game tonight is the Reading Fightin Phils and the Bowie Baysox. First pitch coming up around 6:35 from Prince George's Stadium. No roster moves to report today for the R Phils. Of course, we talked about the trade from last night with Jose Ramirez, expected to be added to the Reading roster at some point in the next couple of days. Could be tomorrow, but still waiting final word on that. And then, of course, the series ends tomorrow. 1:05 matinee, little getaway day action on Sunday. We'll be on the air at 12:45. Robinson Pena gets the ball, making his Fightin Phils debut. And Trace Bright gets the ball for the Baysox, making his first start of the 2024 season. Tonight's pitching matchup, Kyle Branovich, who had limited action last year, had Tommy John surgery a couple of years ago, so last year was working back from it, and Branovich looking to have a big season for the Baysox as he comes off of surgery, while Efrain Contreras makes his Phillies organizational debut. Contreras, of course, we'll have more on him in a little bit, but 24-year-old who comes from Mexico, signed with the Phillies as a minor league free agent this past offseason, and spent the first 5 years of his career with the San Diego Padres organization. Did miss 2021 and 2020. 2020 for COVID, 2021 recovering from Tommy John surgery. Spent time with San Antonio last year, 35 games, 17 of them starts for the AA affiliate of the San Diego Padres. There's some unfortunate news in the baseball world. Spencer Strider, actually a couple of names. Spencer Strider with the Braves, diagnosed with damage in his right UCL, and Shane Bieber of the Cleveland Guardians is going to be getting Tommy John surgery, so he'll be out for the rest of the season. And of course, the prognosis does not look great for Spencer Strider. Of course, you hope it's not the worst case scenario, but you never want to hear UCL damage. And even for Phillies fans out there, you want to see your rivals, you want to see the Braves at their best. So the hope would be for Strider and the Braves that he's able to get back healthy. Starting lineups being introduced on the field. The Baysox starters, our Phil starters, were introduced a little bit ago. And now the sun is really coming out. Skies have really cleared up in the last 20 minutes since we initially hit the airwaves at 6:15. And still some clouds sprinkled in, but overall, pretty good sunshine. Not a lot of wind. Actually feels pretty good up here in our broadcast booth behind home plate. 54 degrees and cloudy, the current conditions. So probably will hold around first pitch, as after the anthem Marcus Lee sang, will lead things off for the Fightin Phils against Kyle Branovich, as we talked about, making his first start of the 2024 season, fully healthy, fully rehabbed. Branovich, someone who's just looking to get an opportunity here to have a full season and stay healthy. One more score to give you. Phillies 5-2 victors, about a half hour down the road in Washington, D.C. So Phillies are back to 4-4. They take at least the first 2 games, and they clinch this weekend series against the Washington Nationals. Look for the sweep against their friends just about 25-30 minutes from here in Bowie.
That is the Baysox starting lineup presented by Crystal Commercial Cleaning Services.
Baysox starting lineup has been introduced down on the field, which means it's about time for the national anthem here from Prince George's Stadium. Also the color guard in attendance tonight. And the national anthem will begin here momentarily from Prince George's Stadium. That'll do it for the pregame show. I'm Jake Starr. We'll talk to you on the other side. Lineups at first pitch coming up after this on the Phillies Radio Network.
City of brotherly love. Stand up, hands up.
Wilson hits it in the air, out towards right. Oh, watch it fly, and it's a walk-off, game-winning home run for Ethan Wilson.
This one driven into left center field, turn and say goodbye. Carlos De La Cruz clears the scoreboard in left center field. Home run number 21, and the Fightins jump out on top.
You're listening to Reading Fightin' Phillies baseball on the Phillies Radio Network.
Swing and a miss, and back-to-back strikeouts as Sanchez cannot catch up to the 98-mile-an-hour fastball from Abel.
Swing and a miss, he struck him out. 10 strikeouts tonight for Griff McGarry.
Now, out to the ballpark with your broadcasters, Jake Starr and Bob McCool.
National anthem has concluded. Color guard has exited the field. And welcome back into Prince George's Stadium in Bowie, Maryland. Game 2 of a 3-game set between the Reading Fightin' Phillies and the Bowie Baysox. Once again, thank you for joining us. I'm Jake Starr. Have your call tonight here on the Phillies Radio Network. Let's take a look at tonight's Fightin' Phillies starting lineup. Tonight's starting lineup is presented by Golden Oaks Landscaping. Leading off the DH, Marcus Lee Sang. Batting second, the center fielder Carlos De La Cruz. Batting third, the right fielder Gabriel Rincones Jr. Batting fourth, first baseman Bryce Ball. Fifth, it's the catcher William Simonite. Sixth, in left field Barron Radcliffe. Seventh, third baseman Kendall Simmons. Eighth, shortstop Trevor Schwecke. And ninth, second baseman Robert Moore. Again, that's Lee Sang, De La Cruz, Rincones Jr., Ball, Simonite, Radcliffe, Simmons, Schwecke, Moore. And on the mound for the Bowie Baysox, it'll be Kyle Bronovich. Bronovich, the 26-year-old, 6'2", 190 pounds. Last year, 8 appearances, 6 starts, 0-2, a 4.50 ERA. Just 26 innings pitched, 21 hits allowed, 7 walks, 34 strikeouts. Opponents hit 32-14 against the righty. His catcher tonight, Connor Pavoloni. Billy Cook at first. At second base, it'll be Colin Burns. At shortstop, Frederick Benskami. Anthony Servideo at third. Judd Fabian at left. Dylan Beavers in center, and John Rhodes is in right. Right to left in the infield, Cook, Burns, Benscami, Servideo, Rhodes, Beavers, Fabian. Right to left in the outfield, and Pavoloni and Bronovich form the battery. Bronovich is ready, deals the first pitch home. It's down for a ball, and this game is underway at 6:40 tonight. And our game time temperature is 54 degrees and cloudy, presented by All Temp Enterprises. 1-0 to Lee Sang. That one misses down and in. 2 balls, no strikes to Marcus Lee Sang. Digs in from the left side. Fightin' Phils back in their alternate road navy blue uniforms, white lettering and numbering, gray pants, red caps. 2-0. Swung on, fouled straight back by Lee Sang. 2 balls and a strike. Baysox once again sport their home white uniforms. Orioles colors, black and orange, lettering and numbering, white pants, and the white caps, black on the back, orange brim. 2-1. Lee Sang dribbles it towards the middle. Benscami charges across the second base bag, gobbles it up and throws to first. It's in time. 1 gone in the first, and that'll bring Carlos De La Cruz to the plate.
Batting second, the center fielder, number 45, Carlos De La Cruz.
Bronovich in 2022 started the season out with AAA Norfolk. Made a couple of starts in April and ended up injuring his elbow and underwent Tommy John surgery that May. First pitch to De La Cruz. He swings and misses, no balls and a strike. Off-speed pitch at 86 from Bronovich. We'll feature a 4-seam fastball, changeup, curveball, and slider. Fastball sits 91 to 95. 0-1. Another breaking pitch at 84. Gets the outside corner, 0-2 to the righty, De La Cruz. Carlos, a couple of hits last night, also drove in a pair of runs in the ninth. He waits the 0-2. Low and away. Fastball at 94. 1 ball, 2 strikes to De La Cruz. De La Cruz spent all last year with AA Reading. Led the Eastern League in hits with 132. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, grounded towards short. Benscami has it again. Couple of steps, throws across. Bit right of the bag, but no issues for Billy Cook to stretch that way and hold the base. 2 outs in the inning. Back-to-back 6-3 putouts, and that'll bring Gabriel Rincones Jr. to the plate. Rincones Jr. will dig in from the left side. Had a hit last night. It was a loud one. 452-foot home run to right. First pitch to him. Upstairs for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Rincones ranks as the Phillies' number 10 overall prospect. 6'3", 225, the 1-0 is hit in the air well, out towards right. Back goes John Rhodes. At the track, he looks up. It's off the green, patient first sign and right. And how about that? 2 straight nights with a home run for Gabriel Rincones Jr. And the Fightin' Phils lead it 1-0 in the first. My oh my, have yourself a start to the season, Gabriel Rincones Jr. And they talk about the tools from him. And you saw it right there. Boy, was that one crushed. Here's Bryce Ball with 2 gone. First pitch is upstairs for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 1-0 to Ball. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes to Bryce Ball. Not as far as last night. Still hit quite well by Rincones Jr. 2-0 to Ball, 2 outs in the top of the first. Bronovich winds and deals. The lefty ball takes it, 3 balls, no strikes. 1-0 Fightin' Phils on top. Already a run of support for Efrain Contreras. 3-0 is down the chute for a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. Umpires tonight, Chad Patterson behind home plate. Jared Durison is at first. Zdenek Zedek Crew chief for this staff is at third. 3-1. Swung on, hit in the air towards shallow right. Road started back. Now it's the dart in, but the shortstop. Menskami makes the call on the catch, coming all the way across the field in shallow right, and he secures it to retire the side in the first. 1 run for the Fightin' Phils, 1 hit. It was the Rincones Jr. home run. No errors, nobody left. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Fightin' Phils 1, Baysox coming to bat.
Empowering communities one relationship at a time is our commitment at Tompkins. Our customers have thrived thanks to our focus on local lending and their commitment to the customers they serve.
They do a great job. Everything for us, from our banking, our insurance, to our wealth management.
Tompkins has always been there for us.
We see a long relationship with Tompkins. They're good people.
Tompkins, banking, insurance, wealth. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Investment and insurance products are not FDIC insured, not bank guaranteed, and may lose value.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider of the Phillies. International Fireworks shoots every fireworks show throughout the season, including 9 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a nearby retail store in Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the Phillies. Bottom half of the first inning, Fightin' Phils on top 1-0, thanks to a long home run from Gabriel Rincones Jr. Take a look at how the Baysox line up tonight. Judd Fabian leads off in right. Samuel Basayo, the DH, bats second. Dylan Beavers in center, bats third. Billy Cook fourth, the first baseman. John Rhodes fifth in left. Frederick Benkosmi bats sixth at short. Anthony Servideo, third baseman, bats seventh. Connor Pavoloni, the catcher, eighth. And Colin Burns at second base will bat ninth. The work against Efrain Contreras. 5'10", 225-pound righty gets the start for Reading tonight. His first pitch is outside for a ball to Fabian. 1 ball, no strikes. Contreras making his Phillies organizational debut tonight, 1-0. And on the hand, swung on and popped towards shallow right. Robert Moore, the second baseman, over, and will make the catch at the edge of the infield dirt, 1 away here in the first. Last year with AA San Antonio in the Padres organization, made 35 appearances, 17 starts, 6-7, a 4.92 ERA. 97 innings pitched, 87 hits, 49 walks, 117 strikeouts. Here's Samuel Basayo. First pitch misses down, 1 ball, no strikes. William Simonite behind the plate. Bryce Ball at first, Robert Moore second. Trevor Schwecke at short. Kendall Simmons at third. The 1-0 is fouled straight back, 1 ball, 1 strike. Gabriel Rincones Jr. is in left, Carlos De La Cruz in center, and Baron Radcliffe is in right. Ball and a strike to Basayo. Contreras ready at the belt. The righty works from the third base side of the rubber and deals. Line drive towards second. Robert Moore leaps and makes the catch. 2 outs in the inning on a ball that was really stung by Basayo, but Robert Moore was ready for it. 2 outs in the inning for Dylan Beavers. Beavers digs in from the left side. 2 outs here in the inning. 1-0 Fightin' Phils on top. Bottom of the first. First pitch to Beavers is swung on and popped straight back foul. No balls and 1 strike to him. Here's the 0-1. Down and in with a breaking pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike from Contreras. Here's the 1-1. Breaking pitch. Gets the knees, a ball and 2 strikes. Ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Contreras looking for a 1-2-3 shutdown inning. He's set of the belt. Here's the pitch to Beavers. Just misses outside, 2-2. Contreras will throw a fastball 91 to 94. Also features a curveball, changeup, cutter, and slider. 5-pitch mix for Contreras. His 2-2. Misses down. Count runs fold to Beavers. Contreras signed a minor league contract back on December 16th of 2023 with the Phillies. 3-2. Just misses, just below the knees. According to home plate umpire Chad Patterson. So Dylan Beavers works his way back in the at-bat. He works a 2-out walk, and that'll bring Billy Cook to the plate for the Bowie Baysox. .117 strikeouts for Contreras. Led San Antonio. Also was atop the team in innings pitched at 97. Struck out hitters in the Texas League at a very high clip. First pitch to Cook. Inside corner for a called strike. No balls and 1. Bottom half of the first inning, 1-0 Fightin Phillies. 2 gone in the frame. Runner on first is Dylan Beavers. Contreras ready, he'll fire. Goes breaking pitch down low, 1-1. Billy Cook spent pretty much all of last year in Double-A Bowie. Flair for the dramatic. Handful of walk-offs Cook had last year. 1-1. Swung on, hit in the air well, out towards left. Ratcliffe goes back, gets all turned around, but then resettles himself just in front of the warning track and makes the catch to retire the side in the first. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left for the Baysox. We've played 1. We'll go to the second. Fightin Phil's up 1-0.
The Seidel Auto Group deck is a great spot for all fans with a summer picnic life and great tailgate atmosphere. During your picnic, you might even catch a souvenir, as the area is situated directly in the home run territory behind the left field wall. Regular season tickets are $34 per person for groups of 20 or more, and children 4 and under are free. Visit rfields.com/groups or call 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Humane Pennsylvania is an innovative national leader in animal welfare with adoption centers, accredited nonprofit veterinarian hospitals, emergency animal rescue services, community pet assistance programs, and a free community dog park. At HPA, we are passionate about going the extra base to keep your pets healthy and happy at home with you. With a variety of services and different ways and times to access them and variable pricing, Humane Pennsylvania is here to provide your pets with exceptional care, how, when, and where they need it. Visit humanepa.org for more information. We go to the top of the second. Fightin Phil's on top, 1-0 over the Bowie Baysox. 5-6-7 to up for the Fightin Phil, starting with William Simonite. International Fireworks is the official sponsor of the Art Phil's fireworks shows during the 2024 season. Head to their store at 242 Sycamore Road in Douglasville. So Fightin Phil's up by 1. William Simonite, the 5-hitter for the Art Phil. So he'll lead things off. He does the catching tonight. Working against Kyle Bronovich, whose first pitch home. Gets the outside corner for a called strike. It's 0-1. Simonite, another one, making his Phillies organizational debut tonight. 0-1. Gets the belt for a strike. No balls and 2. Spent last year in the Oakland Athletics organization. Played for Double-A Midland. Hit .237 across 72 games. Here's the 0-2. Outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Simonite. Signed with the A's as an undrafted free agent back in 2020. Right-handed hitter awaits the 1-2 offering here. It's a breaking pitch inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Simonite. 2020, when the draft only had 5 rounds because of the pandemic, so a lot of guys who usually would have been picked were forced to sign with organizations because of the shortened draft. 2-2 to Simonite. At the belt, a called strike 3, and Simonite is down on strikes. First strikeout tonight for Kyle Bronovich. 1 out of the inning for Baron Ratcliffe, who will dig on in from the left side. Strikeouts were a theme last night for the Fightin' Phils, 16 of them in total. Here's the first pitch to Ratcliffe. Up and away for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. Ratcliffe hit last night, was 1 for 4 of 3 strikeouts. His hit was an infield single up the middle in the 9th that really helped start the rally. 1-0. Swung on, popped straight up in the infield, foul territory. Pavoloni, the catcher, off of the mask. Servideo, the third baseman's there, and Pavoloni makes the catch about 50 feet down the third base line. Bumped by Servideo after the fact, but looks like both are okay. And that'll make it 2 outs here in the second. That'll bring Kendall Simmons to the plate for the Fightin' Phils. Lead 1-0 here in the top of the second. Simmons starting for the second straight night for Reading. 0 for 3 last night. Did reach via the walk, couple of strikeouts. Also stole a base in the win for Reading. First pitch to him is low and away for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to Simmons. Just 1 stolen base last night for Reading, as we said, came from Kendall Simmons. Here's the 1-0 from Bronovich. Upstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike. Lights on, sun though, still pretty much in full force. Probably about another 45 or so minutes of sunlight. As here's the 2-0. Breaking pitch drops in for a strike at 81. 2 balls, 1 strike to Kendall Simmons. 6 foot, 180-pound infielder, comes from Macon, Georgia. Same hometown as Adam Leverett, who was on the Fightin' Phils last year. Here's the 2-1. It's in there for a strike 2 and 2. Leverett, who was dealt to the Rays this past offseason. Phillies made another minor league trade today. Here's the 2-2. Outside, 3 and 2. Simmons, the righty, nearly went after it, but was able to hold up. Connor Brogdon traded to the Los Angeles Dodgers for a minor leaguer. Brogdon, who was designated for assignment a couple of days ago, ends up in L.A. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Simmons down on strikes. Couple of strikeouts in the inning for Kyle Bronovich. 3 up, 3 down for the Fightin' Phils. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Reading up 1-0.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 75 years of senior living.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Bottom half of the second inning on the Fightin' Phils Radio Network is brought to you by Cornwall Manor, an active senior living not-for-profit community in scenic Cornwall, Pennsylvania, outside of Lebanon. Bottom 2, 1-0 Fightin' Phils on top. John Rhodes will lead things off for manager Roberto Mercado and the Bowie Baysox, who are searching for their first win of the 2024 season after falling on opening night last night. Efrain Contreras back out. His first pitch is over for a strike. It's no balls and 1 strike. John Rhodes played his college ball at Kentucky, 2021 draft pick. 0-1. Swing and a miss, no balls and 2 strikes to Rhodes. Digs in from the right side. 6 foot, 200-pound, 23-year-old from Soddy Daisy, Tennessee. 0-2 to him. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Chased the breaking pitch at 78 in the dirt. And that's the first out of this second inning. Also the first strikeout for Efrain Contreras tonight. And that'll bring the shortstop Frederick Bencosme to the plate for the Baysox. Bencosme will dig on in from the left side. 1 out in the second. First pitch is swung on, belted down the right field line. If it's fair, it's gone, but it'll go just foul. Bencosme smoked it down the right field line, but it just hooked foul, so it's a long strike. And no balls and 1 strike to him. Bencosme had a hit last night. It was his first double-A hit. 1 for 4 overall, had a strikeout in the 5-2 loss for Bowie. And after that long foul ball, he'll have to dig back in. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, grounded towards first. Diving his ball, but it sneaks under his glove and into right field for a base hit. Bryce Ball couldn't get it in front of him, so it's a 1-out single for Frederick Bencosme. And that'll bring Anthony Servideo to the plate after the first hit of the night for Bowie. Servideo in from the left side, 1 out. Bottom half for the second inning. Baysox chasing a 1-0 deficit. First pitch is down in the dirt. Smothered, though, by Simonite. 1 ball, no strikes. Servideo, 1 for 2 last night. Struck out, also reached via the walk. Contreras working from the stretch. Throws back over towards first, and back into the head first dive is Bencosme, but they're going to say it's a balk on Efrain Contreras, and Al Pedrique will make his first umpire meeting of the 2024 season, just by the third base bag, arguing with the crew chief, Zdenek Zedek. Pedrique not too thrilled, extends both his left and right arms, while Zedek points at something and explains his case to Pedrique, who I don't think was too bought in on it. Kind of waved off Zedek and now walks back to the Fightin Phillies dugout. So, a balk moves Bencosme to second. Now it's a runner in scoring position. 1 ball, no strikes. And now time is called. And I don't know if umpires asked if Contreras can get a new baseball, because Zedek caught it from third, and Contreras threw it to the dugout on the third base side, but looked frustrated in doing so. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss by Anthony Servideo, who is the batter, in case anyone forgot. It's been a couple of minutes since we had a pitch. As pace of play is a big initiative across baseball. Ball and a strike to Servideo. Contreras set at the belt. Here's the pitch. That's up and into the lefty. 2 balls, 1 strike. A couple of field time changes this year. The no runners on in minor league baseball went from 14 to 15 seconds this year to match Major League Baseball. Here's 2 balls and 1 strike. Runner goes. Here's the pitch. It's outside for a ball. Throw to third was on the money on a short hop, but Simmons couldn't handle it from Simonite, so Bencosme has third stolen. Pitch was a ball, so it's 3-1, and all of a sudden the Baysox have the tying run 90 feet away. But at the Major League level, the runners on clock goes from 20 to 18 thus matching minor league baseball. So now it's complete uniformity across minors and majors. 3-1 is a breaking pitch that's in. Servideo works the walk, so second walk issued by Contreras, second base runner of the inning. Now it'll be runners on the corners for Connor Pavoloni, tonight's catcher. All things considered, a walk probably not the worst thing in the world for Contreras. Does put the double play in order. So a ground ball theoretically could get Contreras out of the inning. Righty on righty matchup here. First pitch home. Swing and a miss. No balls, 1 strike. Fastball at 94 from Efrain Contreras. Pavoloni making his 2024 debut. Limited to just 27 games with Bowie last year as he dealt with some injuries. 0-1 is a check swing back towards the mound. It's caught by Contreras, who goes right to home, and they had Ben Cosme caught. He's tagged out at home, so it'll go down as a 1-2 fielder's choice. Servideo up to second. Pavoloni is on first. That'll bring Colin Burns to the plate with 2 outs, but our Phils get a huge break there. Not sure why Ben Cosme was going, unless he was pretty much just instructed to go on contact. But a big runner now tagged out, and 2 outs in the inning. That'll bring Colin Burns to the plate. Men on first and second, bottom 2. Fightin' Phil still up 1-0. Contreras set at the belt and deals. Curveball. In for a strike at 77. It's 0-1. Colin Burns also making his first start of the season. 23-year-old in from the left side. 0-1. That one's down in the dirt, smothered by Simonite nicely. Simonite, who has the long blonde hair pouring out of the back of his helmet behind home plate. Think very Noah Syndergaard-esque, maybe little Bailey Falter. A couple of former Phils who were both on that 2022 National League champion team. Falter now with the Pirates after a trade last year. 1-1. Swung on, belted in the air, out towards right. Rincones Jr. is back, and it's gone. Off the billboard, just to the left of the right field foul pole. It's a 3-run home run for Colin Burns, and the Baysox strike back. 3-1 Bowie in the bottom of the second. First home run of the season for Colin Burns. Had just one last year, 6 the year before. And it's the 8th home run of his professional career. And now it'll flip things back to the top of the lineup to Judd Fabian. First pitch. Over for a strike. No balls and 1 strike to him. Fabian, who exited last night's game early after tweaking his ankle, running out of ball to first in the first inning. Takes the second pitch down low for a ball. It's 1-1. Even stance in the right-handed batter's box for Judd Fabian. Contreras from the windup deals. It's down. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Contreras did surrender. 14 home runs last year across 97 innings pitched. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss from Fabian. Tried to hold up but couldn't. Chad Patterson, our home plate umpire, said he offered. Jared Durison is at first. Zdenek Zedek at third. And time is called late by Judd Fabian. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the second. Baysox up 3-1. Here's the pitch. And that's down for a ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Scoreboard here says 2-1 our score, but pretty sure that was a 3-run home run. Here's the 1-0 pitch from the windup. That one's cranked down the left field line. It is gone. Sneaks over the fence just on top of the 309 side to the right of the left field foul pole. Back-to-back home runs for the Baysox. This time it's Judd Fabian and his first of the 2024 season. Fabian, 24 home runs last year, a career high. And he gets his first there, and all of a sudden this inning has really spiraled for Efrain Contreras. Samuel Basayo's first pitch, swung on and shot foul to the left side, 0-1. Basayo 0 for 1 tonight. Lined out to second base his first time up. Next pitch is swung on a line drive foul down the right field line. Handful of balls have been hit pretty hard this inning. It cost me the second batter of the inning. Hit one that had home run distance, but just was pulled foul. 0-1. Breaking pitch down low. 1 ball, 1 strike to Basayo. Two-one count. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled. Actually, I'm going to say that was strike 3 because it hit him and he ran the first. The scoreboard here had 2-1, but it was 1-2, so that is strike 3. Goes down swinging. Second strikeout tonight for Contreras. 2-3 on the putout to finish it, and that will retire the side in the second. Baysox, though, get 4 runs. They do it on 2 hits, both home runs. There were no errors, and nobody left on base. We'll go to the third. Baysox on top, 4-1.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 75 years of senior living.
Are you looking for a reliable food distributor to meet all your culinary needs? Look no further than our trusted team at Feaser's Food Distributors. For over 120 years, our products have been sourced from the best farms and suppliers, ensuring that you get the best ingredients for your restaurant or organization. From fresh produce to premium meats, Feaser's supplies everything but the appetite. Visit Feasers.com today to experience the difference in working with a top-tier, family-owned food distributor. Feaser's, your partner for success in the kitchen. Looking for a fast and hassle-free way to get your snacks and non-perishable groceries? Look no further than FeasersDirect.com. With just a few clicks, discover the convenience of having your culinary essentials ready for a pickup at our headquarters in Harrisburg.
Top half of the third inning, 4-1 Baysox on top of the Fightin' Phillies. Trevor Schwecke will dig on in, 8-9-1-2 up for manager Al Patrique's lineup. Schwecke will squirt a bunt and take the first pitch on the inside corner from Baranovich. It's 0-1. Third inning brought to you by Pepsi. Fightin' Phillies want to thank our good friends at Pepsi for presenting the 2024 season in Baseball Town. Go Fightin' Phillies and drink more Pepsi. Next pitch to Schwecke. Misses low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike to the righty. Schwecke did appear in last night's game, was a pinch runner, ran for Baron Ratcliffe in the 9th inning of last night's victory. 1-1 is up at the belt for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Trevor Schwecke. Schwecke, Rule 5 pick of the Phillies this past offseason. The 1-2 is swung on and grounded towards third. It'll go just foul to the left of the bag. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He's in the Blue Jays organization. Split last year between AA New Hampshire, AAA Buffalo. Bounced back and forth between the two last August before ultimately finishing the year in AA New Hampshire. 1-2. Swung on, ground ball towards short. 3 opera for Ben Scame. Low throw, dug up by Billy Cook at first. And that is out number 1.
Batting ninth is second baseman number 58, Robert Moore.
That'll bring Robert Moore to the plate, the 9-hitter in manager Al Patrique's lineup. He's making his Fightin' Phils and Phillies organizational debut tonight. Ranks as the number 26 prospect in the Phillies organization. First pitch to him. Up and away for a ball, 1-0. Moore, who is a switch hitter, batting from the left side against Branovich currently. Here's the 1-0. Outside for a ball, 2 balls, and no strikes. Spent last year with high-A Wisconsin in the Brewers organization, so making his Double-A debut today. 2-0. That hit him. So Robert Moore gets hit in his first at-bat of the night. He will head over to first base. The first base runner for the Phils since Gabriel Rincones' home run. And that'll flip the lineup card back over to Marcus Lee Sang, the leadoff man in the Fightin' Phils lineup. 1 out here in the top of the third. 4-1 Baysox on top as the sun begins to set from Prince George's Stadium. That's sort of about 30 minutes from Baltimore, 30 minutes from Washington, D.C. First pitch to Lee Sang, squares the ball and pops it straight up. But luckily, it'll go out of play foul. Nice catch by a fan in a royal blue jacket, navy blue on the top, about 10 rows deep, off a hop, so don't want to give too much credit, but still a nice play nonetheless. So 0-1 to Lee Sang. We'll see if he squares again. Long hold for Branovich at the belt. Here's the pitch. Lee Sang way out in front of a changeup at 83. No balls and 2 strikes. Lee Sang went to high school in nearby Owings, Maryland. Lots of family and friends in attendance tonight, he told me before the game. Oh-2. Swung on, ground ball down the left field line. It's fair and it'll roll towards foul territory. Judd Fabian, though, able to cut it off as it dies just by the Phils bullpen. So that'll hold Marcus Lee Sang to just a single.
The center fielder, number 45, Carlos De La Cruz.
But now it's runners on first and second with 1 away for Carlos De La Cruz. De La Cruz 0 for 1 tonight. Grounded out to the shortstop Ben Cosme his last time up. Bats here at the runner in scoring position and 1 out. Branovich ready at the belt. Here's the pitch. De La Cruz tried to check his swing, but makes contact with it and shoots it foul to the right side. It's 0-1. Carlos, 2 for 5 last night, couple of RBI, did strike out twice. 0-1 is a ground ball shot towards second. Burns fields it, only plays the first as he was moving to his left. So he'll go that way. Both runners do move up. Lee Sang the second, Moore to third. 4-3 goes to put out. Gabriel Rincones Jr. up to the plate. Runners on second and third, 2 outs in the top of the third. Fightin' Phils trail 4-1. Rincones Jr. homered his last time up, his second of the season. And Branovich will step off and back on. It looks like we had a pitch clock malfunction for a moment. First pitch. Rincones takes below the knees, 1-0. You got to think Branovich and Pavoloni behind the plate are going to be very, very careful here. It's 2 outs. You have a base open. You don't want to load them, but might not be the worst thing in the world against the red-hot Rincones right now. 1-0. Outside corner, 1 ball, 1 strike. Went off speed there, trying to pitch backwards a little bit. Rincones digs in from the left side. Bronovich set, deals. That's down low, 2 balls and a strike. Marconis, the Phillies, number 10 overall prospect. His home run last night traveled at an approximate 452 feet. Two-one. Gets the inside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Rincones. The lefty took a 92-mile-per-hour fastball in the inner half of the plate. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the third. Bronovich looking to escape a little bit of a jam. Ready will come set at about first base side of the rubber. The pitch. And Rincones goes fishing after an off-speed pitch down low. And he strikes out to end the inning. Third strikeout for Kyle Bronovich, and that retires this side. No runs on a hit, no errors. Couple of our Phils left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the third. Bowie up 4-1.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin Phils.
The Reading Fightin Phils are proud to partner with Berks County Mental Health and Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and suicide prevention with 3 simple words. Are you okay? The help is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide hurts and affects everyone, but help is here. We will work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-379-2007.
Bottom half of the third inning, 4-1, Baysox on top of the Fightin Phils. This inning is brought to you by Swartz Culleton PC. You can expect reliable and experienced attorneys who are committed to getting you justice after a serious personal injury. Call Swartz Culleton today at 1-800-JUSTICE. Efrain Contreras back on the mound for the Fightin Phils after giving up 2 home runs and 4 runs back in the bottom half of the second. 7 Baysox came to the plate in total in that inning. And it'll be 3-4-5 due up, starting with Dylan Beavers. First pitch, swung on, fouled off his foot. No balls and 1 strike. Beavers 0 for 1 tonight. Excuse me, Beavers reached in his only plate appearance tonight. It was a walk. Here's the 0-1. Just beneath the knees, 1 ball, 1 strike. Contreras, the righty, works in the windup. Here's the 1-1. Just outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Dylan Beavers, San Luis Obispo, California native, played his college ball not too far from home in Cal. Here's the 2-1. At the belt for a called strike, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Beavers 0 for 4 last night, did have an RBI. Came on a ground out early in the game. 2-2 is a ground ball, hits off of Contreras on the mound, gets to it quickly, throws to first, and it's a low throw that's dug up somehow by Bryce Ball. So it'll be an infield hit. Bryce Ball saves it from being anything more than that.
The first baseman, number 14, Billy Cook.
Not really much that Efrain Contreras could have done on that. And that'll bring Billy Cook to the plate. Digs in from the right side. No outs in the bottom of the third. Looks like Contreras, most importantly, is okay. We'll throw over towards first, and back in standing up is Beavers, but they're going to get Contreras for another balk. See if Al Padrique comes out of the dugout this time. Does not look like he will. Well, now he will. Looks like he's going to go at least ask for an explanation. Well, he took about 5 steps out and then retreats back to the Phillies dugout. Guess they're saying that he lifted the left leg before he stepped off with the right. At least that's what the replay looked like. First pitch to Billy Cook. Swing and a miss. No ball is 1 strike on a changeup. Billy Cook 0 for 1 tonight. Flew out to left his first time up back in the first. 0-1, swinging a foul ball. Shoots directly down. No balls, 2 strikes. Billy Cook, number 30, Orioles prospect. Began this season actually in AAA with Norfolk. And he went 4 for 8 across a couple of games, but then was recalled by Bowie last night prior to their season opener. 0-2. Curveball that hung up there, shoots into left field for a base hit. Late start for Beavers. He had to make sure it gets through, so he'll move just up to third. And the throw from Ratcliffe and left gets to the cutoff man, Simmons. And it's a single for Billy Cook, puts runners on the corners. Still no outs for John Rhodes. So Contreras finds himself in some trouble. Getting some preliminary stretching going on in the Fightin Phillies bullpen. Looks like it's Andrew Baker who's just stretching with some cords out there. And now Phil Candary will take a trip to the mound for a visit here with Efrain Contreras. Contreras chews a very big piece of gum on the mound. And it's Candary, Simonite, and Contreras on the mound talking things out. Infield stays back. Phil Candary, the pitching coach for the Fightin Phils. His first season with Reading. He was with Jersey Shore last year after a very long and storied college coaching career between Seton Hall and Rutgers. As Candary makes his way back to the dugout, Al Padrique sets up the infield defense. Kendall Simmons at third base and plays up. Bryce Ball at first holds the runner on. Middle infielders, Schwecke and Moore, they'll play back to turn 2. First pitch to John Rhodes. Runner takes off. They'll throw through to second. It's not in time. And Billy Cook has second base swiped fairly easily. The call was a ball, so 1 ball, no strikes here. Now we'll see if they bring the infield all the way up. So the infield will come up to the edge of the infield dirt. Here's the 1-0. Swung on, fouled straight back. It's 1-1. Looking at the replay here, really no chance for Simonite to even get Cook. He was in well before the ball got to Trevor Schwecke. 1 ball, 1 strike. No outs to John Rhodes. Here's the pitch from Contreras. That's swung on and nubbed straight back foul. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. 4-1 score, Baysox on top. Nearly an hour into this one from Prince George's Stadium. But Bowie's threatening for some more here as the infield's up. Here's the 1-2. Line drive towards center, falling, it's a base hit. 1 run scores, stop sign at third for Billy Cook. So it's an RBI single for John Rhodes as Dylan Beavers touches home. Cook up to third, and it's runners on the corner. Still no outs for Frederick Bencosme. So 5-1, Bowie on top now. And this one's really in danger of getting away quickly as Fightin Phillies look like they'll play corners up in the middle back to try and turn 2. Stretching continues in the Phillies bullpen. Nobody throwing yet. The bullpen catcher Arturo De Freitas looks ready to catch whoever it is. First pitch to Bencosme is fouled straight back. It's 0-1. Cosme 1 for 1 today. He singled back in the second. Eventually was tagged out at home on a ground ball back to the pitcher. Long set for Contreras. The 0-1 is a breaking pitch down low. Sneaks between the 5-hole of Simonite, but not far enough away for Rhodes to advance. Andrew Baker is also the arm up and throwing in the Fightin Phil's bullpen, so see if Contreras gets into more trouble if Baker enters this game. 54 pitches for Efrain Contreras so far. And it's a ball and a strike to Bencosme. Runners on the corners, no outs. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled straight back off the protective netting behind home plate. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. (5-1) Baysox on top, threatening for more. Game 2 of a 3-game set to open up the 2024 season. Here's the 1-2. Runner takes off, swung on, poked in the air towards shallow left. Racing in was Radcliffe. Schwecke raced out, and it lands just on the edge of the infield dirt. And that's a base hit. Billy Cook comes home to score. John Rhodes up to second. And Bencosme is aboard. 4th straight single for the Bowie Baysox, and that makes it 6-1. Schwecke, the shortstop, was going over to second to cover the steal attempt from John Rhodes, and the ball pretty much went where he was standing, but nothing he really could have done. So Anthony Servideo, the batter. Still no outs here in the inning. 6-1 Bowie. First pitch outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Servidio's reached in his only plate appearance tonight. He walked back in the second. Came around the score. And what was a 4-run inning for the Baysox. I have to think there's a chance this is Contreras' final hitter of the night. One ball, no strikes. Contreras ready at the belt. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Servideo, the 5th batter to come to the plate this inning. None have yet to be retired. It's been 4 straight singles by the Baysox hitters. Here's the pitch. That's down. 3 balls, no strikes. Andrew Baker continues to throw in the Fightin Phil's bullpen. Looks like he's rather close to be summoned in for the first time this season. Three balls, no strikes, no outs to Servideo. Runners on first and second get their leads. Infield all plays back. The pitch. And green light on a 3-0. He swings and fouls it straight back. It's 3-1. Servideo, 25-year-old. Played his college ball at Ole Miss, 3rd round pick in 2020. 3-1. Swung on, line towards left. Right to Radcliffe, reaches up and makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Ball was hit hard, but Radcliffe makes the play. And here comes Al Padrique, and that will do it tonight for Fightin starter Efrain Contreras. Step in the near future with this Alvernia University Golden Wolves call to the bullpen. We'll step aside for a moment. New pitcher after this here on the Phillies Radio Network.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz-Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Did you know that the blood that you donate at Miller Keystone Blood Center stays right here in your community? That's right, it goes to your area hospitals. So you might just be helping a family member, a friend, or a neighbor. Call Miller Keystone Blood Center, the only community blood center servicing your local hospitals. 1-800-BA-DONOR or go to giveapint.org. We're located at 1047 Old Burnville Road, just behind classic Harley-Davidson.
Andrew Baker, the new arm, in for the Fightin' Phils, making his 2024 debut. Baker, who spent all of last year with Reading, had a stint on the development list from June 27th to July 14th, and eventually earned himself an invitation to the Arizona Fall League. Had a good Fall League where he did not allow an earned run across 7 appearances. And Baker, after having some struggles last year, really struggled with his command, had an ERA north of 7, but really feels good, a renewed mindset for Baker, had a really good spring training, and just feels really good about where he's at entering the 2024 season. Connor Pavoloni, the first batter that Andrew Baker will get. 1 out, bottom 3, 6-1, Baysox on top, runners on first and second. First pitch from Baker. That's a fastball, just misses outside at 95. 0-1. Baker throws 2 kinds of fastballs. Fastball at 4-seam at 95 to 99. Also a feature a 2-seamer against righties. And also throw a slider as well in the upper 80s. 1-0. There is that slider, and it's down low, 2-0. Baker was an 11th round pick of the Phillies back in the 2021 draft out of Chipola Junior College, where he started and ended his college career. 2-0 is swung on, hit in the air well, out towards right. Gabriel Rincones Jr. races back. It's off the top of the wall, and it shoots back in the right field. Rounding thirds, Rhodes. Directly behind him is Ben Cosme. Both runners will score, and it's a 2-run double for Connor Pavoloni. (8-1) Baysox on top. Pavoloni shot one out the right, and not the best played ball on the road by Rincones, but probably wouldn't have mattered much. Over pursued it a little bit, but probably still would have been a bases clearing double regardless. So it's 8-1. Colin Burns the batter, runner on second, 1 out in the third. First pitch from Baker is a slider at the knees. It's 0-1. Baker played at Chipola in 2019 and 2021. Transferred to Auburn in 2020 before eventually going back to Chipola the year after. 0-1 misses upstairs for a ball. It's 1-1. Baker's got a really unique story for those who maybe haven't heard, whether read on our website or caught the winter tour interview with Andrew Baker. 1-1 is fastball on the inside corner, 1-2 at 99. When Baker was 11 years old, he was hit in the head with a line drive while pitching. Knocked unconscious and had to go through multiple brain surgeries, suffered some brain damage from that incident. 1-2. Slider down in the dirt, taken by Burns, 2-2. And as a result of those injuries, Baker is deaf in his right ear. And from that point forward, Baker did not pitch again, actually moved to catcher for the rest of his middle school and high school days. 2-2 is swung on, line towards right center field. It's falling, it's a base hit, and a roll up the alley and all the way to the wall. Around third, Pavoloni, he'll score. Racing towards third is Burns. Here comes the throw to third, it's offline, and it's an RBI triple for Colin Burns, and it's 9-1 Baysox.
fielder number 4, John Fabian.
So Baker yet to get an out. He's allowed extra base hits to the first 2 hitters he's faced. So it's 9-1 Baysox, 1 out in the inning, man on third. Infield comes up. First pitch is over for a strike. It's 0-1. But Baker went to become a catcher and was actually at a showcase at Chipola before he started there. The 0-1 is in there for a strike 0-2. And their head coach said to him, "You throw hard. Have you thought about being a pitcher?" So he figured, give pitching another try, and it's worked out quite well for him. Carved out a nice college career. Had a stint on the Cape Cod League in 2021, and that one swung on and missed. Shoots away from Simonite, checks the runner at third, and his throw hits the helmet of Judd Fabian. That'll allow a runner to score. Fabian goes up to second, and it's a 10-1 game. Now the umpires do call time. So we'll see, they might discuss this one. But as of right now, Burns scores. And Fabian's at second on what'll presumably be an E2. So, with a swing and a miss, Simonite's throw just hit Fabian right in the head, allowed the runner to score. The ball shot down the right field line. It's 10-1. First pitch to Basayo, swung on and fouled. It's 0-1. Basayo, the 9th batter to come to the plate this inning for the Baysox. They put up 4 in the second, 5 in the third. It's 10-1 with just 1 out. But Baker ultimately, after a strong summer at the Hyannis Harbor Hawks in the Cape Cod League in 2021, drafted by the Phillies in the 11th round. 0-1 outside for a ball. It's 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. 1 out to Basayo, who's 0 for 2 tonight. Looking to get into the party for the Baysox. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Baker's someone who made all of his appearances last year with the Fightin Phils. So he was someone who was doing this in absolute awe when he walked into the new clubhouses a week ago tonight. Next pitch is a fastball, 101 miles per hour, and it's swung on and missed by Basayo. So the first strikeout for Baker, and that'll bring Dylan Beavers to the plate now for the Bowie Baysox with 2 outs in the inning. I think Baker may have been taking out a little bit of frustration on that last one, too. Just reared back and threw it 101. Now here's Beavers with 2 outs. First pitch inside for a ball. It's 1-0. They'll check towards third, and they'll say no swing, says Zdenek Zedek. Beavers, he's reached base twice. He's walked, singled, and scored his last time up. Next pitch is a high chopper towards first, and Bryce Ball just stabs at it, and it goes by him, and it's in the right field. Around third and scoring is Fabian. Up to second base goes Beavers, and we'll see what they rule that. See if they rule it a hit or an error on Bryce Ball, but it's 11-1, and when it rains, it pours, and that's certainly kind of been the storyline here in this inning. And it will be an error, so that'll be an E3 on Bryce Ball at first base. First pitch to Billy Cook, he takes for a strike, it's 0-1. And for Baker, it's hard to fault him for a lot of this. Couple of errors, inherited a couple of runners, so entered in a tough situation for his first outing of the season. Definitely one he's going to shake off. And the next pitch is swung on and fouled straight back. It's 0-2. And at this point, if you're Reading, you're just looking to stop the bleeding now. in an 11-1 ball game. We'll close the line on Efrain Contreras, 3 1/3, 7 hits, 8 runs all earned, 2 walks and a couple of strikeouts. Here's the pitch. Misses just inside for a ball, so it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Billy Cook. Beavers gets his leadoff second, 2 outs in the bottom of the third. 11-1, Baysox on top. Here's the pitch. They're going to say he went on a slider, so that is strike 3. So second strikeout for Baker in the inning, and 11 hitters come to the plate for Bowie in the frame. They get 7 runs in the inning. They do it on 6 hits, a couple of errors for Reading, and 1 left on base. Inning's finally over. 11-1 Baysox on top. We'll go to the 4th after this on the Our Phillies Radio Network.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Did you know that the blood that you donate at Miller Keystone Blood Center stays right here in your community? That's right, it goes to your area hospitals. So you might just be helping a family member, a friend, or a neighbor. Call Miller Keystone Blood Center, the only community blood center servicing your local hospitals. 1-800-BA-DONOR or go to giveapint.org. We're located at 1047 Old Burnville Road, just behind classic Harley-Davidson.
We go to the top of the 4th after a rather long bottom of the 3rd inning. That saw the Baysox bring 7 runs to the plate and 11 batters to the plate, and makes it an 11-1 ball game. So Kyle Bronovich, plenty of run support in this top of the 4th inning. Every Tuesday, all active military and veterans receive $3 off box seats, thanks to the residents at Village Greens. Bryce Ball leads off. First pitch to him's upstairs for a ball. It's 0-1. Excuse me, 1-0. Bryce Ball is 0 for 1 tonight, first baseman. Here's the 1-0. Is the upstairs part of the strike zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bronovich winds and deals. Gets the inside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Of course, still a lot of baseball left to play tonight. Still 6 at-bats for the Fightin' Phillies. And anything, of course, can always happen. Here's the 1-2. Ball's down 2-2. But tonight is a very early reminder, especially after last night, that baseball's a long season. You're going to have exciting wins like last night, and there's going to be nights like tonight. And here's the 2-2. Is swung on and fouled straight back just over our vantage point in the press box behind home plate. But nights like tonight are going to happen on both sides. Going to blow teams out, going to get blown out. Swung on and a ground ball chopped right back to the pitcher, Bronovich. He'll fire over to first, and ball is retired for the first out of the inning, and that'll bring William Simonite to the plate. But over an 138-game season, there's going to be nights like tonight, and it's one of those things, whether you're the best team ever, good or bad, there's no avoiding it. You're going to have nights like tonight. Here's the pitch to Simonite. Is outside for a ball. It's 1 ball, no strikes to him. Simonite, who's 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout. Here's the 1-0. Is swung on and fouled back towards the Our Phil's dugout on the left side. It's 1-1. And the key really is to keep that intensity, keep that focus for these final 6 innings, because the last thing you want is a night like tonight to spill over to tomorrow. 1-1, swung on and missed 1-2, because even if you fall tonight, you go out and you win tomorrow, you take the series. And you'll feel good heading back home on Tuesday against Portland. A Portland team that doesn't know yet if they're going to even have a game under their belt by Tuesday. 6 inches of snow up at Hadlock Field the other day. Here's the 1-2 is down for a ball. It's 2-2. Sea Dogs announced yesterday morning that both Friday and Saturday's games were postponed due to snow, which always looks weird when you see it on the scoreboard. Postponed snow. And Branovich will step off, and that'll prompt a mound visit from catcher Pavoloni. But the night that comes to mind when you think about last year was in August, mid-August, lost to Somerset 22-3 on a Friday night. Next pitch is a breaking pitch that's in there for strike 3 taken. So that's strikeout number 4 tonight for Kyle Branovich. 2 outs in the inning for Baron Radcliffe, but you fall 22-3 on a Friday night in a game that was just all around really ugly. Al Padrique got ejected, Max McDowell got ejected, and just a really ugly all-around game. Here's the first pitch to Radcliffe. Ground ball hit towards first. To his right, Cook fields it, flips to Branovich, and he'll make the tag of the bag in time, and that will retire the side in the 4th. 3 up, 3 down for Reading. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Baysox up 11-1 on the Fightin' Phil's Radio Network.
Are you ready to embark on the adventure of retirement? Welcome to the Highlands at Wyomissing, where over 35 years of experience have perfected the art of senior living. Nestled on over 113 acres of serene landscape, our community offers a haven for active seniors seeking tranquility and excitement alike. Discover a lifestyle enriched with stunning amenities and engaging activities, all within the premier nonprofit life care community in Berks County. Bid farewell to home maintenance and embrace more quality time with loved ones as you enjoy a calendar brimming with thrilling events and trips. Experience the security, independence, and boundless opportunities that await you at the Highlands at Wyomissing. Call us today and unlock the possibilities of your retirement.
Visit the Brentwoods Industries Fightin' Phil's team store to stay repped all season long. Head to our store at First Energy Stadium or online at artphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phil's hats, jerseys, kids apparel, and much more. Looking for something new? Check out our brand new Pinstripe and Los Luchadores jerseys. Root for your Fightins in style and stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightin' team store or artphils.com/shop.
Bottom half of the 4th inning after the Fightin' Phils go down in order. 11-1 our score. The Baysox on top. As Andrew Baker is back on the mound for a full inning of work. John Rhodes will step up to the plate after the Baysox bring 7 runs home and 11 batters to the plate in that last inning. So John Rhodes will step in. 1 for 2 already tonight. First pitch home is outside for a ball, and it gets away from the catcher, Simonite. Let's take a look around the Phillies organization. Thanks to EPA WA Weather Consulting, your source for public and private forecasts in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, and northern and eastern Maryland. Next pitch from Baker is down for a ball, 2-0. Lehigh Valley today, 5-4 victory over Rochester. Former RFL Taylor Lehman got the win. Here's the pitch to Rhodes, swinging a miss, 2-1. Cody Clemens had a hit, Matt Kroon a couple of hits, Scott Kingery also went 2 for 4. Jordan Luplow added a hit of his own. Ruiz got the save for the Iron Pigs. Next pitch outside, 3-1. Lehigh Valley and Rochester in action twice tomorrow. They'll play a doubleheader, and basically they're going to salvage 3 games out of 6 this week in Rochester, as just a really bad weather week in the Northeast, and a lot of teams really saw themselves kind of hampered by it. 3-1s inside ball 4, so John Rhodes is aboard. That's the first walk issued by Baker tonight, and that brings Frederick Bencosme to the plate. Fightin' Phils had their scrimmage at Jersey Shore canceled on Wednesday, and just was a tough week to get out onto the field at First Energy Stadium. The only real on-field practice they were able to have in full was on Thursday morning. Aside from that, it was a lot of cage work or maybe some pitchers throwing in the outfield. And Cosme digs in, he's 2 for 2. First pitch inside, 1 ball, no strikes. So Lehigh Valley doubleheader tomorrow. Mick Abel gets the ball in game 1. Colby Allard gets the ball in game 2. Over in Lakewood, New Jersey. And some sort of a stoppage now. I guess it was a pitch clock issue again. Here's the pitch, swung on and dribbled foul down the left field line. It's 1-1 to Bencosme. Jersey Shore moves to 2-0, 7-6 win over the Aberdeen Ironbirds in Lakewood. William Bergola, 4 for 4, 3 runs scored. Really good night for Bergola. Had a great year last year in Clearwater. Here's the pitch. Swung on, ground ball through the hole on the left side. It's a base hit. Rhodes up to second. Bencosme in the first of his single. That'll bring Anthony Servideo to the plate.
The third baseman, number 1.
Andrik Nava, catcher, 3 for 4 as well. Runs scored, 3 RBI. Troy Scheffler, 1 for 4, a couple of RBI. Cade Fergus had a hit as well. Gene Cabrera was strong on the mound. 5 innings pitched, 3 hits, a run. It was earned, a walk and 4 strikeouts. Gunnar Meyer pitched in relief. And King got the save. First pitch to Servideo is outside for a ball. So Blue Claws and Ironbirds will finish up their series tomorrow. 1:05 first pitch at Shoretown Ballpark. Here's the 1-0. Is swung on and hit foul. It's 1-1. Clearwater currently up 5-0 on Bradenton on the road. Threshers. Aiden Miller, 1 for 3 and a run scored tonight. Devin Salvaton, also 1 for 3. And Avery Owusu-Asidu also has a hit tonight as well, as the next pitch is over for a strike. Dakota Katowski, 1 for 1, couple of RBIs. George Klassen, the Minnesota product. How about this? 5 innings, 1 hit, 9 strikeouts. No runs, no walks for George Klassen, who's only had 67 pitches. So see if Marty Malloy and staff down in Clearwater give him another inning. 1-2, swing and a miss. Servideo's down on strikes. Third strikeout for Andrew Baker. And looks like that'll be it for the hard-throwing righty, as manager Al Padrique is out from the dugout. Step in the near future with this. Vernia University Golden Wolves call to the bullpen. Step aside for a moment. Back after this on the Fightin' Phils Radio Network.
Every time you grab an ice-cold 20-ounce Pepsi, you'll find a Pepsi emoji on the side of the bottle. So while the Pepsi delivers this, the Pepsi emoji delivers this.
Ooh.
So go ahead, crack open a Pepsi and tell the world how you feel and what you love with Pepsi emojis. Say it with Pepsi.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider of the Phils. International Fireworks shoots every fireworks show throughout the season, including 9 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a nearby retail store in Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the Phils.
Zach Hockey, the new arm in for the Fightin' Phils in the bottom half of the 4th inning. It is a 11-1 ball game. The lead belongs to the Bowie Baysox. Jake Starr joining on the call from Prince George's Stadium, game 2 of a 3-game series between the two sides. And first batter that Hockey gets is Connor Pavoloni. Pavoloni will dig in from the right side. 1 out here in the bottom half of the 4th inning, an 11-1 ball game. Zach Hockey in, runners on first and second. His first pitch is a line drive, fair ball down the left field line and a roll all the way to the corner. Rhodes around third, he will score. Stop sign comes out for Ben Cosme. So it's a RBI double for Connor Pavoloni. And it makes it a 12-1 ball game. Ben Cosme out to third, so runners on second and third. Another run charged the line of Andrew Baker. Baker, who in total went an inning, gave up 2 hits, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. Can't close the line on him quite yet. Still one more runner out there that is his responsibility, as Colin Burns is the hitter. Zach Hockey deals the pitch. Then low for a ball, 1-0. Drafted out of Kentucky in 2018 through 2022 with the Kansas City Royals. Was eventually released by Kansas City in March of last year. Signed with the Phillies about a week later. Here's the 1-0. It's over the plate for a strike, 1-1. And took some time to ramp up down at the complex. Made a couple of appearances with Clearwater and then Jersey Shore. And then joined Reading on July the 6th and was with the Fightin Phils for the rest of that season. 1-1. Swung on and fouled straight back, 1-2. Hockey mainly was a starter last year for the Fightin Phils. Made just 1 appearance out of the bullpen, but at least the start this year, Hockey is going to be a reliever for the Fightin Phils. Here's the 1-2, swinging a line drive. It falls into right field for a base hit. 1 run scores. Here comes the second as the ball was bobbled and right by Rincones. Ben Cosme and Pavoloni both score, and that makes it a 14-1 ball game. So that now closed the line on Andrew Baker. 5 runs charged to him. And the 14th run belongs to Zach Hockey. Hockey will feature a fastball changeup, also incorporated a cutter last year. Really good offseason, improving on the cutter, and saw a lot of success with it towards the end of spring training. First pitch to Judd Fabian's over for a called strike. The nice about the cutter that Phil Condary told me earlier this week is that it's a pitch you can really use against righties and lefties to get out. 1-0. It's over for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Judd Fabian. 4th time he's up tonight. Scored twice, homered back in the second. There's a couple of homers in that second that really kind of burst the floodgates open. 1-1. That's up and away, 2 balls and 1 strike. And as we were talking about last inning, just a game that got to try and play hard for 5 more innings, and you just got to flush it down the toilet. You have no choice. Nights like tonight are going to happen. 2-1 is outside for a ball. It's 3-1. Runner on first is Colin Burns. 14-1 ball game. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the pitch. That's down low. And looked like it was ball 4. That's what the scoreboard said, but yeah, it might be 1 and 2 because the TV scoreboard says 1 and 2 on there. So some discrepancies there, but nonetheless, here's the pitch. That's down low, and that'll be ball 4. So Burns up to second. Judd Fabian walks, and that'll bring Samuel Basayo to the plate. Masayo digs in from the left side. He's the only member of this Bowie lineup not to reach base tonight. First pitch to him is down low for a ball, 1-0. And with hockey, I think at this point the hope is he can eat at least 2, 3, maybe even 4 innings. A guy who can give length, was a starter last year. We're going to try and just get him to eat innings here at this point. The pitch swung on and fouled in and out of the mitt of Simonite. 1 ball, 1 strike. (14-1) ball game in the bottom of the 4th. 3 runs already across for the Baysox here in the inning. 1-1 is swung on and lined down the left field line, but it'll go out of play foul. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fightin's looking for a ground ball here, trying to get out of the inning. Hockey set at the belt. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, ground ball right to short. Schwecke has it, more to second for 1. Throw to first in time. Just as we manifested, a 6-4-3 double play to stop any more damage and get us out of the 4th inning. 3 runs in the inning on 3 hits. There were no errors and 1 left on base. We'll go to the 5th. Bowie up 14-1 here on the Phillies Radio Network.
Every time you grab an ice-cold 20-ounce Pepsi, you'll find a Pepsi emoji on the side of the bottle. So while the Pepsi delivers this, the Pepsi emoji delivers this. So go ahead, crack open a Pepsi and tell the world how you feel and what you love with Pepsi emojis. Say it with Pepsi.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider of the Phillies. International Fireworks shoots every fireworks show throughout the season, including 9 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a nearby retail store in Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the Phillies. Top of the 5th inning, 14-1, Baysox on top. That's pretty much been the story tonight. It's just been pure domination from Bowie in this ball game. It's just been 3 straight innings of crooked numbers for the Baysox. They got 4 in the 2nd, 7 in the 3rd, 3 in the 4th, as bottom 3rd of manager Al Patrique's lineup is due up here in the top of the 5th. It'll start with Kendall Simmons. First pitch from Kyle Bronovich is over for a strike. It's 0-1. Bronovich, who in his 5th innings, first start of the 2024 season. The pitch is swung on and fouled straight back. It's 0-2. He made just 8 appearances last year as he was coming back from Tommy John surgery after injuring his elbow in 2022. Got Tommy John surgery that May and missed the rest of the season. And next pitch is a ball as Simmons checks his swing, and Jared Durson at first will say no swing, so 1 ball, 2 strikes. And it's been an unfortunate trend in the game of baseball. Injuries, especially elbow injuries and Tommy John surgery amongst pitchers. Simmons takes the next for a ball, 2-2. And we talked about in our pregame show, Spencer Strider, who looks like there's a chance he might be headed for Tommy John surgery as Simmons fouls one straight back just over the press box. And I mean just over the press box. Stays 2-2. But Strider looks like he might be headed that way. You really hope not, because he's quite frankly one of the, if not the best pitcher in the game. Shane Bieber Garrett Cole's been dealing with some issues. 2-2 is fouled straight back. Chris Sale has had some Tommy John and elbow issues over the years. It's just an unfortunate trend the way baseball is going, and a lot of people point to the pitch clock. Could that be an issue? Pitchers working quicker. I know the majority of pitchers aren't the biggest fans of the pitch clock, and obviously there'll have to be more research done. Here's the 2-2, and Simmons swings and it's in on the hands. Fly ball down the left field line, and it'll go foul by the Phillies clubhouse down there. Of course, more studies will have to be done if the implementation of the pitch clock could be a big factor. 2-2, Simmons swings and misses. He's down on strikes. 5th strikeout for Baranovich. And that brings Trevor Schwacke to the plate. But also the other factor of this whole equation, too, is that pitchers are just throwing harder than ever before. Like, 20 years ago, guys throwing 100 was not that common. You had your Randy Johnsons of the world, but they were few and far between. First pitch to Schwacke, takes for a ball 1-0 to the righty. Then Aroldis Chapman comes in about a decade and a half ago, and that's a big deal. And now at this point, it seems like every team has multiple guys who can touch or sit in triple digits. 1-0 is swing and a miss, 2-0. So that's really another factor has the average increase in velocity correlated with the average increase in elbow injuries and Tommy John surgery? That's another factor of this whole thing. 1-1 is swung on, flare towards right, slicing down the line. Rhodes gets there, makes the catch. We're out number 2. That'll bring Robert Moore to the plate. So it remains to be seen kind of just how this all progresses. Of course, as a fan of the sport, anybody, you don't want to see Tommy John surgeries really become prevalent. And Roberto Mercado comes out of the dugout, and that'll be it for Kyle Baranovich. Only mistake he made tonight was the home run to Gabriel Rincones Jr., and his 2024 debut comes to an end. An impressive one at that. I'm sure he'll be greeted by a nice applause as he walks off the mound. And we'll be back after this with Alberta University Golden Wolves call to the bullpen on the Phillies Radio Network.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 75 years of senior living.
Watch me now.
Listen up, baseball fans. The Bally Live app is your home for everything MILB. Download the app today and watch every single MILB game absolutely free. Chat and interact with other fans. Play daily games and win prizes. Plus, you'll get access to the MILB Zone, where you can follow your favorite MILB players and teams all season long. So step up to the plate and download the Bally Live app today.
Kyle Verbitsky, the new arm in for the Bowie Baysox, making his first appearance of the 2024 season. Verbitsky in his second season in the Orioles organization, 25-year-old, 6'7", 235, from Media, Pennsylvania. Traded from Oakland to Bowie in January of 2023. Enters with 2 outs in the inning for Kyle Baranovich, who was really good tonight. First pitch is outside for a ball. It's 1-0. Baranovich in total goes 4 2/3 innings. Here's the 1-0 is at the knees for a strike. It's 1-1. 2 hits, a run, it was earned. No walks, 5 strikeouts. It's a shame he could not have gotten one more out, or else would have been able to qualify for the win. Here's the 1-1 is swung on and missed 1 and 2, but sure was probably a pitch count on Baranovich tonight, as we talked about, coming back from Tommy John surgery. Ball and 2 strikes to Moore. Here's the pitch. That's down 2-2. Verbitsky played his college baseball at Penn State under head coach Rob Cooper up in University Park. High school ball at the Episcopal Academy. 2-2 bounces away from the catcher Pavoloni. It's 3-2. Two outs in the inning, top of the 5th. 14-1, Baysox on top. Here's the payoff pitch. Swinging a foul tip back into the mid of Pavoloni, and Robert Moore is down on strikes. Kyle Verbitsky comes in, retires the lone batter he faces. No runs, no hits. Nobody left on base for the Fightin Phils. We are halfway home here from Prince George's Stadium. We'll be back after this on the Our Phils Radio Network.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 75 years of senior living.
Watch me now.
Listen up, baseball fans. The Bally Live app is your home for everything MILB. Download the app today and watch every single MILB game absolutely free. Chat and interact with other fans. Play daily games and win prizes. Plus, you'll get access to the MILB Zone, where you can follow your favorite MILB players and teams all season long. So step up to the plate and download the Bally Live app today.
Bottom half of the 5th inning after the Fightin Phils are retired in order in the top half of the frame. 14-1 our score as Zach Hockey returns the mound for another inning of work for the Our Phils. And he will get the middle of the Baysox lineup. 3-4-5 due up for Bowie, starting with Dylan Beavers.
Number 26, Dylan Beavers.
Beavers will dig on in from the left side. He's reached base all 3 times tonight. He has walked, singled, scored a run, reached on an error as well. And like we said, Zach Hockey just trying to give some length here at this point to the Our Phils. First pitch swung on, popped straight up foul territory left side. Kendall Simmons, the third baseman's there, into the warning track, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. That'll bring Billy Cook to the plate. Cook 1 for 3 tonight. Singled and scored a run in that 7-run 3rd inning. Circle back for a second. Beavers, the same walk-up song as Alec Bohm, just not the Kanye version of it. And our Phils will have an Alec Bohm bobblehead giveaway with that walk-up song coming up later this year. First pitch of the ground ball sharply foul towards third. It's 0-1. But the big giveaways on Tuesday. 3 days away until the Fightin Phils home opener. We can't wait. Hope you feel the same. A Bryson Stott playoff grand slam bobblehead. Next pitch, the ground ball for Hopper towards short. Schrecke back on it. Quick exchange, throws the first in time. 2 gone in the inning. Cook's retired. Here's John Rhodes.
The left fielder, number 5, John Rhodes.
And it's a Bryson Stott playoff grand slam bobblehead that plays his walk-up song. First 3,000 adults at First Energy Stadium on Tuesday night, the 9th, as the Our Phils take on the Portland Sea Dogs. First pitch to Rhodes, swing and a miss. It's 0-1. 6:45 first pitch. The newly named Diamond Credit Union Plaza opens up at 4:45. The 0-1 is outside 1-1. And then main grandstand opens at 5:45. It'll be a great night. Weather looks really good. Looking about 70 degrees and sunny. So hope you can make it out. 1-1 is down 2-1. Tickets at ourphils.com/tickets. By calling 610-370-BALL. Or come in person on Monday between 9 and 4:30 to the Customers Bank ticket office, or walk up at any point on Monday prior to first pitch to get your tickets. 2-1 is swung on and missed, 2-2. 2 outs to the bottom of the fifth. Reading looking for their first 1-2-3 inning tonight. They trail 14-1. 2-2. Swung on, knuckle towards shallow left. Ratcliffe, though, darts on in and makes the catch, and that'll retire this side in the fifth. So the Fightins do get their first 1-2-3 inning of the evening. We've played 5. We will go to the 6th. Baysox on top, 14-1.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 75 years of senior living. When the Reading Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Chick-fil-A, Giovanna's Pizzeria, Railroad House, Why I'm Missing Restaurant and Bakery, Jersey Mike's Subs, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Bakery, Subway, and Clean Eats for making sure the Fightin' Phils front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners. Don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
Top half of the 6th inning, 14-1 our score. Fightin' Phils like to recognize Body Zone Sports and Wellness as the official workout partner of the R Phils. And also, last inning, the bottom of the 5th, was brought to you by Cornwall Manor, a unique and charming community nestled on a 190-acre wooded campus with many walking trails, including the Lebanon Valley Rail Trail. So top 6, Marcus Lee Sangs the batter. Top of the order due up for the Fightin' Phils. Lee Sang 1 for 2 tonight, has one of the 2 Reading hits. Here's the pitch. And it's on the inside for a ball, 1-0. Next pitch is over for a called strike, 1-1. Kyle Verbitsky back out for inning number 2 of work. Here's the 1-1. And that's down for a ball, 2-1 to Marcus Lee Sang. Once again, I'm Jake Starr. Thanks for joining myself on the Fightin' Phils Radio Network. Two-1 is swung on and foul tip back into the catcher's mitt, 2-0. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, no outs to Lee Sang, who we talked to prior to tonight's game. A lot of family and friends in attendance. Played high school baseball less than a half hour away. 2-2 misses down, 3-2. Played at Owings High School in Owings, Maryland. There also is action in the Fightin' Phils bullpen. Mitch Noonborn getting loose. 3-2 is outside for a ball, ball 4. So Lee Sang's aboard for the second time tonight. Established in 1928, the Manor Golf Club is one of the oldest public courses in eastern Pennsylvania. Located conveniently between Philadelphia, Lancaster, and Allentown in Sinking Spring, the Manor Golf Club offers a true test of golf on a traditional championship-style course where shot making takes precedent over length. Visit manorgolfclub.com for more information. Here's Carlos De La Cruz. First pitch to him is low and away for a ball to the righty. It's 1-0. Carlos 0 for 2 tonight. 2 for 7 so far on the young season. Had a pair of hits last night. Here's the 1-0 to him. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Still waiting for the vintage Carlos De La Cruz home runs. Had 24 of them last year for Reading. Led the team. hit 259, 67 RBI. Next pitch is in sight, 2 balls, 1 strike. De La Cruz playing center tonight. Phillies pretty much bringing him back to all the outfield positions this year after experimenting with him some at first base in 2023. Next pitch hit on a line out towards left center field. Fabian races back. He dives and makes the catch. Way off the bag is Lee Sang. He's turning around second. Ben Cosme, the shortstop, didn't realize it. And are they now going to say that ball hit the ground and tag both runners out? What are they calling? Now the first base umpire is saying safe. And nobody seems to know what's going on, including the umpires. Now Carlos De La Cruz goes back. So presumably it'll be a line out to the left fielder Fabian. And if so, that's a heck of a catch. There looked to be some confusion there. I guess Zdenek Zedek, the third base umpire, never made a call. Hence the confusion. I guess that's why Ben Cosme thought the ball hit the ground. He probably had the best view of it. Didn't even think about throwing the first. Here's Rincones Jr. It's down for a ball 1-0. Nonetheless, it was a very well-struck ball by De La Cruz. Robbed of an extra base hit. So, 1 out on the top of the 6th. Rincones Jr. 1 for 2. He has a home run tonight. Counts for Reading's only run. Here's the pitch. It is fouled straight back. It's 1-1. Infield plays back for the Baysox. Sun completely set here from Prince George's Stadium in Bowie, Maryland. It's about 8:30 on the East Coast. Chilly spring evening. Next pitch is fouled back again, 1-2. 52 degrees our temperature, at least according to the iPhone weather app. One ball, 2 strikes to Rincones. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss on a curveball, struck him out. Second strikeout for Kyle Verbitsky. 2 outs in the 6th for Bryce Ball.
Now batting the first baseman, number 15, Bryce Ball.
Bryce Ball 0 for 2 tonight. Bats here with 2 outs in the top of the 6th. Here's the pitch. That's up and in. The ball leans out of the way of it. It's 1-0. Ball, a newcomer to the Phillies organization this year. Was in the Cubs organization, 1-0, swung on a miss, 1-1. Ball, who spent last year, started in Double-A Tennessee with the Smokies, and assigned to High A South Bend on May the 8th of 23. Here's the 1-1. It's down for a ball, 2-1. Released on July the 3rd, signed of Cleveland on July the 19th, and finished the season with Double-A Akron. So has some familiarity with the Eastern League. Bryce Ball does. Here's the 2-1, and it's swung on and hit in the air, foul territory left side. Servideo, the third baseman, gives it a look, but it'll land about 10 rows deep in the grandstand here at Prince George's Stadium. Crowd making some noise here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the 6th. Baysox up by 13. Here's the pitch. Down for a ball. The count goes full, meaning the lone base runner, Marcus Lee Sang, will be off and running on the pitch. Infield plays back. Shaded to pull for Bryce Ball, the lefty. Huge hole down the third base line. Should he go that way? Here's the pitch. Runner takes off. Ball skies one in the air, deep towards right. Slicing towards foul territory, and it'll hit off the roof of the Baysox clubhouse, way down the right field line, and it'll stay 3-2. Count stays full again. Lee Sang will be off and running on the pitch. Here it is. Swung on, hit in the air towards left. Well, Fabian goes back under it in the corner, and he makes the catch. And that will retire the side in the 6th. No runs, no hits, no errors. One left for the Fightin' Phils. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Baysox up 14-1.
When you drive a vehicle so reliable it's backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty, you stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see what you're capable of in a vehicle that inspires confidence around every corner. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available. Warranties include 10-year 100,000-mile powertrain and 5-year 60,000-mile basic. Warranties are limited. See retailer for details.
Briganti Wines offers a great selection of wines in New Jersey and eastern Pennsylvania. Headquartered in South Jersey and sourced from Italy's Abruzzo region, Briganti Wines is ran by former Fightin' Phils great and big leaguer Mike Costanzo. They are committed to quality, authenticity, and sustainability, attracting a loyal following of customers. Get Briganti Wines at select local Acme stores. Visit brigantiwines.com to learn more.
Bottom of the 6th inning brings us a call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen. Mitch Noonborn is the new arm in for the Fightin' Phils, the Australian native Noonborn, who spent all of last year with High A Jersey Shore. Noonborn, who comes in for Zach Hockey. Hockey, who in total went an inning and 2/3 for the Fightin' Phils. Allowed just one hit, charged with just one earned run, and had a walk and no strikeouts. Noonborn, 6 foot, 190. Was actually born in Johannesburg, South Africa, so he's been well traveled in his life. He didn't sign with the Phillies until June 5th of last year. Frederick Bencosme is the first batter of the inning. Here's the pitch. It's down for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Bencosme 3 for 3, all singles tonight. Pitch from Noonborn, and it's inside for a ball, 2-0. Signed the Phillies on June 5th, spent the whole season with Jersey Shore. Actually was named South Atlantic League Player of the Week from August 28th to September 3rd. Next pitch down, it's 3-0. Did pitch for Scottsdale in the AFL after the season. Opponents at 172 against him. That was best on the team. 3-0 is outside ball 4, so first batter he faces, Bencosme, reaches via the walk, and that'll bring Anthony Servideo to the plate.
Third baseman number 1, Anthony Servideo.
Servideo is 0 for 2 tonight. Did reach via a walk and scored back in the 2nd. He bats here with the runner on first. They won't hold him on in a 13-run game. Here's the pitch. It's in sight, 1-0. Noonborn also pitched for Australia on the World Baseball Classic last March. .0 is just below the knees, 2 balls and no strikes. Noonborn was teammates with former Fightin' Phil Rickson Wingrove in that World Baseball Classic. Wingrove released by the Phillies a couple of weeks back and signed with the Long Island Ducks of the Atlantic League of professional baseball a little while back. 2-0 in their first strike, 2-1. A couple of 2023 Phils in the indie ball circuit. A couple in the American Association. Herbert Iser and Jalen Ortiz both signed with the Kansas City Monarchs pretty recently. 2-1 is down for a ball, 3-1. Iser was in camp with the Phillies and was released about a week before camp broke, but continues to play with Kansas City. That's in there for a strike, 3-2. Iser, him and his wife, welcomed the baby this past offseason. Congrats to the Iser family. Herbert, who put the Phils in 22 and 23. Just one of the better guys that you'll have in a clubhouse. Herbert Iser was. Ultimate team player, 3 2s in ball 4. So back-to-back walks issued by Mitch Noonborn to start this inning, thus prompting a mound visit from William Simonite. No outs in the bottom of the 6th. Game about 2 hours old from Prince George's Stadium, 14-1. Bowie's on top. Here's the pitch, and it's down for a ball. This day in baseball town history is presented by our friends at Savage Auto Group. Visit Tim Profit and Savage 61 for all of your automotive needs. We'll get you that update here after this pitch. 1 ball, no strikes. Here it is. And there at the knees, 1-1. April 6, 2023, 1 year ago today. Reading Fightin' Phil's partner with Reading School District as First Energy Stadium will serve as the host of all Red Knights home games for the next 20 years. Here's the 1-1. Low for a ball, 2-1. Ceremony is headed to the ballpark, recognizing the partnership and the Reading baseball team as well. Was there last year for that ceremony. Really was a special day, and just seeing the looks on all the kids' faces when they enter their new clubhouse for the first time. 2-1 is low, bounces from Simonite, but he keeps it in his neighborhood. Reading High is their first game scheduled at First Energy Stadium the week after the upcoming homestand. Believe it's that Monday, if I'm not mistaken. Monday, Wednesday, Friday that week they're scheduled to be at First Energy Stadium. (3-1). That's upstairs for a ball 4, so Mitch Noonborn has walked the bases loaded. That'll bring Colin Burns to the plate. And that'll bring Phil Condary out to the mound to talk to Mitch Noonborn. Condary and Noonborn should be familiar with one another. Condary was Noonborn's pitching coach last year in High A Jersey Shore. Pretty good sense of familiarity amongst this team. Brock Stassi and Condary were both of Jersey Shore last year. Athletic trainer Meg Flaherty as well. Bruce Petito and Al Patrique are the lone returners to the Reading staff. There is action in the Bowie bullpen. Trey McGow is up and throwing for the Baysox. As Colin Burns steps in. First pitch down for a ball, 1-0. Burns tonight, a home run, a triple, and a single. So he's already got the hard one out of the way. Just a double shy of the cycle. Here's the 1-0. That's down and in, 2-0. There have been just 5 cycles in Bowie Baysox history. The last coming from Cedric Mullins in 2019. Here's the 2-0. Up for a ball, 3-0. Got a couple of kids in front of us have their iPhones out taking some video, so might be trying to capture some Baysox history. 3-0. Swing and a miss, 3-1. He wanted it on that one for sure. Thank you to Baysox Public Relations Manager and Broadcaster Andre Magaro for the nugget on the cycle history of the Baysox. 3-1 is inside ball 4. Gets away from Simonite. And every runner will just go station to station. So 4 straight walks issued by Noonborn. Everybody advances. Ben Cosme scores. And it's 15-1. Zero action, no stretching, no throwing in the Fightin' Phil's bullpen. So it's Noonborn's jam for now to get out of. He misses the first one to Judd Fabian. It's 1-0. Now it looks like there is some movement in the Phil's bullpen. So next pitch is swung on and missed. It's 1-1. Carlos Francisco, who can definitely give a couple of innings, begins to loosen in the Phil's bullpen. One. That's in tight. No idea how it did not hit Fabian. It's 2-1. So Newborn just really struggling with command here in this inning. Here's the 2-1. Swung on and fouled straight back. It's 2-2. So Newborn, you love to just get the first. Then you can kind of settle yourself in at that point. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. All-speed pitch at 82. First strikeout for Mitch Noonborn. And that'll bring Samuel Basayo to the plate.
The designated hitter number 7, Samuel Basayo.
Noonborn, fastball between 92 to 94. Also a throw, a split changeup, and a slider. Here's the pitch, swung on, ground ball. It'll sneak through the hole on the right side for a base hit. 1 run will score, everyone else will go station to station. So Servideo touches home. Pavoloni up to third, Burns up to second, and Basayo drives home a run with a single. And that'll extend the lead for the Baysox. Dylan Beaver's the batter. 1 out in the inning as Carlos Francisco continues to throw. 16-1 our score. Here's the pitch. It's outside for a ball. It's 1-0. Next pitch is down for a ball. It's 2-0. Two balls, no strike. The pitch swung on, floated towards shallow left towards the line. In comes Radcliffe. He can't get to it, but it's going to be a foul ball just to the left of the line. Two balls, 1 strike, and an out. Here's the 2-1. Is outside for a ball. For when Burns does come up, last time an opposing player hit for the cycle against Reading was on July 11, 2019 against Trenton, and Matt Lipka did it. 3-1 is upstairs, ball 4, so Pavoloni will score. That'll make it 17-1. Everyone else goes up a station. Bases remain loaded for Dylan Beavers, and at the 5th walk, here comes Al Padrique, and that will be it for Mitch Noonborn. 17-1 our score. Bases are loaded, and Carlos Francisco's coming to the game. Back after this on the Phillies Radio Network.
Fans, nothing beats a great day at Golden Oaks Golf Club. Located just minutes from Reading, Golden Oaks is a beautiful, award-winning golf course open to the public with perfect greens, lush fairways, and a course playing for 5 sets of tees. Bogey's Pub is open to the public with the area's best full-course menu, featuring indoor and outdoor seating and TVs to watch your favorite sports teams. Let the Golden Oaks Golf Club team cater to your need. Lunch, dinner, golf outings, parties, company events, and fundraisers. Visit our website at GoldenOaksGolfClub.com and follow Golden Oaks Golf Club and Bogey's Pub on Facebook. Golden Oaks Golf Club, where great memories are made.
The Fightin' Phils thank White Star Travel and Tours for presenting the 2024 Fightin' Phils Fan Road Trip. This year's trip runs from July 26th to 29th and features stops to see the Fightin' Phils in New Hampshire, along with the chance to meet a player and coach. The trip also heads to the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, a Red Sox-Yankees game at Fenway Park, and finally Citizens Bank Park to see the Phillies take on the New York Yankees.
Carlos Francisco, the new arm in for the Fightin' Phils. He'll look to stop the bleeding here in this bottom of the 6th inning. 17-1. Reading is trailing the Bowie Baysox. Bases loaded, 1 out. Billy Cook will be the batter, up for the 5th time tonight here in the 6th inning. Francisco began the year last year with High A Jersey Shore, promoted to Reading in June, and pitched the length of the season at that point for the Fightin' Phils. Named Phillies Minor League Pitcher of the Month for June last year. First pitch is at the knees for a strike. It's 0-1. Francisco, 6'4", 220-pound righty from Bayamon, Puerto Rico, and immediately William Simonite heads out, so it must have been some sort of mix-up with the signs. So our score is 17-1. The last time the Fightin' Phils allowed 15 runs or more in a game, it was on August 18th of last year against Somerset, when they allowed 22 and a 22-3 loss to the Patriots at home. 0-1's going away for a ball. It's 1-1. That was also the last time the Phils allowed 20 runs in a game. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, flared out towards center. Should be plenty deep enough to score the run. De La Cruz makes the catch. Here comes Burns. He'll score. The other runners do not advance, so it's 18-1. Fly out to center and an RBI for Billy Cook. With the 9th hitter of the inning in John Rhodes.
Left fielder number 5, John Rhodes.
I know way too many people here right now that I didn't know last year. Good for y'all, I swear it feels like.
John Rhodes digs in from the right side. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. First pitch is popped straight up behind home plate. Simonite off with a mask, and the catcher will watch it go out of play. John Rhodes has been aboard twice tonight, scored a couple of runs. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in a 18-1 ball game. Here's the pitch. It's down for a ball. In total, Mitch Newborn goes just 1/3 of an inning. Allowed a hit. Walked 5 and struck out 1. Currently on the hook for 4 earned runs, but the 2 out there are still his responsibility. 1-1. Down in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. Two 2 outs to John Rhodes. 9th hitter to the plate this inning for the Baysox. They've already played at 4. Here's the pitch. Swung on, line drive, out towards right. It's a base hit. Stop sign for Basayo, so everyone else just goes station to station. And for the second time today, the Baysox will bat around. That'll bring Frederick Bencosme to the plate. Bencosme digs in. He's been aboard all 4 times tonight. 3 singles, a walk. He's also scored 3 runs. Here's the pitch. That's down for a ball. It's 1-0. Francisco just looking to get out of this inning. 2 outs in the frame. It's 18-1. Bowie's put up 4 more runs in it. Here's the pitch. That's way inside. Nearly hit Bencosme, and it's 2-0. And understandably so, a couple of extra seconds here for Bencosme to step back into the batter's box. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. And that's down and in for a ball to the lefty, 3-0. And that's low and away, ball 4. So another walk, another run comes home. An RBI for Bencosme. So Basayo touches home, makes it 19-1. Beavers up to 3rd. And John Rhodes up to 2nd for Anthony Servideo. Servideo digs in from the left side. 2 outs here in the 6th. Here's the pitch. And that's down and in for a ball, 1-0. Slider at 86 from Carlos Francisco. Francisco will throw with a fastball, 92-95. Also a slider and a split. Here's the pitch. That's down and in, 2-0. Handful of appearances with the big club in spring training. Had some games where he backed up there. Usually every day, a handful of minor leaguers who are not on the Phillies 40-man nor were non-roster invitees will get called over to the big league club. So we'll in there for a strike 2 and 1, and a lot of times we'll get to get into some games, which I'm sure is always a cool opportunity. It's not at a big league stadium, but it's still a big league game, spring training nonetheless, but still probably cool for them to get into it. 2-1. Down and in, 3 balls and 1 strike. Bottom 6, bases loaded. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, 19-1 our score. Baysox are on top. And Simonite calls time at the last second. May have been to avoid a pitch clock violation, and with a 3-1 count, that would have scored a run, so smartly done by Simonite. Revolves in a strike. Francisco will come set at the letters. The righty will deal home. Swung on, line drive out towards center. De La Cruz goes back. He's there, makes the catch. And the inning is over. 11 batters come to the plate. 5-run score for the Baysox. They do it on 2 hits. There were no errors. And the bases are left loaded. 2/3 of the way home from Bowie. We will go to the 7th. Our score, Baysox 19, Fightin Phillies 1.
Fans, nothing beats a great day at Golden Oaks Golf Club. Located just minutes from Reading, Golden Oaks is a beautiful, award-winning golf course open to the public with perfect greens, lush fairways, and a course playing for 5 sets of tees. Bogey's Pub is open to the public with the area's best full-course menu, featuring indoor and outdoor seating and TVs to watch your favorite sports teams. Let the Golden Oaks Golf Club team cater to your need. Lunch, dinner, golf outings, parties, company events, and fundraisers. Visit our website at GoldenOaksGolfClub.com and follow Golden Oaks Golf Club and Bogey's Pub on Facebook. Golden Oaks Golf Club, where great memories are made.
The Fightin' Phils thank White Star Travel and Tours for presenting the 2024 Fightin' Phils Fan Road Trip. This year's trip runs from July 26th to 29th and features stops to see the Fightin' Phils in New Hampshire, along with the chance to meet a player and coach. The trip also heads to the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, a Red Sox-Yankees game at Fenway Park, and finally Citizens Bank Park to see the Phillies take on the New York Yankees.
Top of the 7th, take the Fightin' Phils with you wherever you go. The Fightin' Phils are excited to bring you our Phils baseball live from the comfort of your own home. Join us on the Fightin' Phils Radio Network on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, or ourphils.com/radio. Top of the 7th, it's 19-1. Baysox are on top. So, really at this point, it's now just a race to the finish line for both teams, as Bowie Alba looks like they're going to win their first game of the year. New pitcher in for the Baysox, it's Trey McGow. More on him here in a moment after Kyle Verbitsky in total goes an inning and a third. Next pitch to strike, it's 1-1. Verbitsky, inning and a third, no hits, no runs. One walk and a pair of strikeouts, so a good first appearance of the year for the Penn State product and Media PA native Verbitsky, and Simonite will shoot one foul to the right side. It's 1-2. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, swing and a miss, and William Simonite goes down on strikes, so that's the first out of the inning for Baron Radcliffe. Baron is 0 for 2 tonight. He's popped out and he's grounded out. Here's the first pitch. It's on the corner for a strike to the lefty. It's 0-1. Trey McGow, the lefty, 6'3", 195, swings and fouls it straight back. 26 years old, from Johnstown, Pennsylvania. Was originally drafted by the Pirates in the 24th round in 2019 out of Mount St. Mary's. And next pitch is swung on and missed by Radcliffe. He's down on strikes, so second strikeout for McGow here in the inning. Kendall Simmons next up. Kendall Simmons 0 for 2 tonight. Pair of strikeouts for him. Gotta think McGow from Johnstown probably grew up a Pirates fan. About a little over an hour away from Pittsburgh, and their first strike, it's 0-1. And when he played in Altoona, that was probably cool. Altoona about 45 minutes from Johnstown. 0-1 is fouled back, 0-2. We're going from State College. Let's take 99 down, get for 99 on the 22, take that through Johnstown. You can stay on 22 from there to get out to Pittsburgh too. In case anybody was looking for directions to get to Pittsburgh or Johnstown. Here's the 0-2. Down and in, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Spent time in the 60-day IL last year, McGow did. Here's the 1-2. It's swung on and shot straight back foul. It stays 1-2. No action, but there is some stretching in the Phil's bullpen. So looks like Carlos Francisco will get the 8th. Bottom of the 7th. 1-2 to Simmons. At the knees, called strike 3, and Trey McGow, his first appearance of the season, strikes out this side in the 7th. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. It's stretch time here from Bowie. Be back after this on the Fightin' Phil's Radio Network. Bowie up 19-1.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phillies.
Welcome to Aspire Memory Support at the Highlands of Wyomissing, where every day is filled with purpose and connection. Our innovative approach, featuring the Hearthstone Institute's renowned I'm Still Here program, ensures that every resident living with Alzheimer's or dementia experiences a life worth living. With evidence-based techniques and personalized care, we focus on meaningful engagement to reduce common symptoms like agitation and anxiety. Join us in celebrating the person behind the memory loss with activities tailored to their unique interests and abilities. Discover the difference with Aspire Memory Support at the Highlands at Wyomissing. Call us today and embrace a renewed sense of purpose for your loved one. Meredith Seidel with a beautiful rendition of God Bless America. Now it's stretch time here from Prince George's Stadium in Bowie, Maryland. 19-1 our score. Fightin' Phil's trailing to the Bowie Baysox. Carlos Francisco back in for another inning of work. Can also close the line on Mitch Newborn. Newborn 1/3 of an inning, 1 hit. 5 runs, they're all earned. 5 walks, 1 strikeout. Also, this inning is brought to you by Swartz Culleton PC. If you or a loved one been injured, get justice. Call 1-800-SWARTZ-CULLETON for justice today. Take me out to the ball game, playing here at Prince George's Stadium. Game 2 of a 3-game set between the Fightin' Phils and the Bowie Baysox. Tomorrow, the series will wrap up at 1:05 p.m. and what looks like it'll be the rubber match. I think there'd be pretty much a shock if that's not the case. And Robinson Pena gets a start for the Fightin' Phils. He'll make his Phillies organizational debut. And Trace Bright will be on the mound for the Bowie Baysox, making his 2024 debut. 1:05 first pitch will be on the air at 12:45 p.m. So Connor Pavoloni leads off for the Baysox here in the top half of the 7th inning. First pitch to Pavoloni's down for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes.
Bottom half of the 7th inning, as we said, 19-1 our score. Bowie on top. Game 2 of 138. This 2024 Fightin' Phil season. It's something we talked about. 1-0. Swung on and dribbled foul. Looked like it got the front foot of Pavoloni, who wears the black shin guard on his left side. It's a long season. You're going to have nights like tonight. And it's really all comes down to how do you respond to a night like tonight. We talked about that Somerset game on Friday, August 18th last year. How did the Fightin' Phils respond on the next night? They had a really nice win that Saturday over the Patriots. Nick Ward hit a go-ahead double late in the game on what was Harley Davidson night. Breaking pitch in there for a strike. It's 1-2. In Ward's first home series with Reading. And remember asking me after the game, like, how do you respond? He said, it's baseball. You know, nights like that are going to happen. Got to put in the rearview mirror. And, you know, if you're the Fightin' Phils, really anyone, like, maybe let it manifest for a little bit after the game. But I kind of want you to wake up that next morning. It's a new start. And that's something that I think last year's group was really good at. I think a lot of credit goes to manager Al Padrique. And presumably this year's group will be just as good at it. Of course, it still remains to be seen. 2-2. Down for a ball 3-2. No matter how the last night went, everyone usually stood up with a positive attitude, smile on their face, and ready to attack the next day. So with this staff, with this group, there's very, very strong reason to believe that tomorrow they're going to come in clean slate and ready to go again. 3-2 is at Denise, called strike 3. So the first strikeout for Carlos Francisco tonight. 5th pitcher of the night for the Fightin' Phils. Efrain Contreras got the start. Then Andrew Baker followed with an inning. Zach Hockey an inning and 2/3. Mitch Newborn just 1/3 of an inning as he really had some command issues tonight. And then Carlos Francisco now the 5th pitcher in. So we'll see if they try to get Francisco to get the next 5 outs. That one from Burns is swung on and fouled straight back. Or if it'll be a case of one more arm leaned on in the 9th. Oh, 1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Colin Burns, 3 for 3. He's reached base 4 times. He's scored 3 runs. He's a home run, a triple, and a single. He sits just a double shy of the cycle. This could perhaps be his last chance at that cycle. Had a chance last at bat and was walked. Here's the 0-2. And that one's fouled straight back. It stays 0-2. There have been 5 cycles in Bowie Baysox history. The last one coming 5 years ago by Cedric Mullins in 2019. No balls, 2 strikes to Burns. Francisco gets the sign. Here's the pitch. And that's at the knees for a called strike 3. So back-to-back backwards Ks for Carlos Francisco, and he'll look if he can get Judd Fabian out here for just the second 1-2-3 inning tonight for the Phils. Sixth time through the order now for the Baysox. Starts with Fabian. First pitch to the leadoff man. It's a slider over for a strike. It's 0-1. It's outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two outs, bottom of the 7th. 19-1, Baysox on top. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-2. So Francisco, after some early struggles, has really settled in nicely here. 14 hits tonight for the Baysox, just 2 for the Fightin' Phils. Here's the pitch. That's inside for a ball. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Next pitch is down and in. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the inning. Here's the pitch. On the outside corner, called strike 3, so 3 straight strikeouts looking for
All right, fans, it's now time to spin to win.
Carlos Francisco in the inning. 3 up, 3 down, go the Baysox. We'll go to the top of the 8th, 19-1 with the Fightin Phillies coming to bat.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin Phillies.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Spanish and Latino culture during 12 Friday home games this season. The Savage Auto Group Fiesta Fridays are presented by Catay Law Offices, Suburban Brewing Company, Carl's Cards and Collectibles, Humane Pennsylvania, Star City Boxing, and the American Diner. Fiesta Friday features special Los Luchadores de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural elements throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL, online at ourphils.com, or at the Customers Bank ticket office.
Top of the 8th inning, 19-1 our score. Baysox on top of the Fightin Phillies. Jake Starr joining on the call from Prince George's Stadium here in Bowie, Maryland. Thank you for joining myself tonight on the Our Phil's Radio Network. Baysox just 6 outs stand between them and their first win of the 2024 season. Also wonder now if position player pitching comes into play here, but does not look like it. Looks like Andrew Schultz is up and throwing, so our Phillies will get to another arm, which it's early in the season, so you want to get all your arms some action here. So it looks like Andrew Schultz will get the 9th inning, or bottom of the 8th, excuse me. First pitch to Trevor Schwecke is upstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Here's the pitch. It's swung on and dribbled foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Trevor Schwecke's 0 for 2 tonight. He's grounded out and flied out. This is his 3rd time to the plate tonight. 1-1 is swung on, hit in the air, out towards right. Not too deep. John Rhodes back a couple of steps, then drifts onto the track as the wind grabbed it at the last second to make the catch. 1 out of the 8th for Robert Moore.
The second baseman, number 58, Robert Moore.
Moore digs in, 0 for 1 tonight. Has been aboard. He was hit by a pitch in the third, excuse me. First pitch is the ball, 1-0. Just 4 base runners tonight for the Fightin Phillies. 2 hits. Marconis Jr.'s homer in the first. Marcus Lee sang in the third with a single. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. And then Moore was hit by a pitch in the third, and then Lee Sang reached again in the 6th with the walk, and that's who waits on deck. Pitch is upstairs, 2-1. Moore making his Phillies organizational debut. Traded to the Phillies back in December in a trade that sent Oliver Dunn to the Brewers. 2-1, swing and a miss, 2-2. It was a deal that certainly worked out well for the Brewers. Oliver Dunn made the big league club, and it's had a handful of hits, drove in some runs, had his first career home run last night for Oliver Dunn. 2-2, down for a ball 3-2. So another one of those just really, really good guys in baseball that I know it's one that everybody in Reading really enjoyed having around last year. So super happy to see Oliver Dunn, someone who didn't really know what his baseball future held when he got picked by the Phillies in the minor league Rule 5 draft a couple of years ago and really turned things around. 3-2 is swung on, popped up in the infield right side. Billy Cook into the infield grass, makes a late adjustment to his right, makes the catch. Out number 2, and that'll bring Marcus Lee Sang to the plate.
The designated hitter number 6, Marcus Lee Sang.
Two outs in the 8th for Lee Sang. Been aboard twice, 1 for 2 overall tonight, Lee Sang is. First pitch is swung on, line down the left field line, but it's slicing foul. Approach where the Fightin Phil's clubhouse is located here at Prince George's Stadium. No balls, 1 strike to Lee Sang, the pitch. Inside corner, 0-2. Dribbler back towards the middle. Took a ricochet off the mound. Burns the second baseman towards the bag. Fields it. Goes to first. It's in time. That'll retire the side in the 8th. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Fightin Phils. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Back after this on the Our Phils Radio Network.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Are you looking for a reliable food distributor to meet all your culinary needs? Look no further than our trusted team at Feasers Food Distributors. For over 120 years, our products have been sourced from the best farms and suppliers, ensuring that you get the best ingredients for your restaurant or organization. From fresh produce to premium meats, Feasers supplies everything but the appetite. Visit Feasers.com today to experience the difference in working with a top-tier, family-owned food distributor. Feasers, your partner for success in the kitchen. Looking for a fast and hassle-free way to get your snacks and non-perishable groceries? Look no further than FeasersDirect.com. With just a few clicks, discover the convenience of having your culinary essentials ready for a pickup at our headquarters in Harrisburg.
Back on the Fightin Phil's Radio Network, bottom half of the 8th inning. 19-1, our score remains. And the 6th pitcher for the Fightin Phils tonight in is Andrew Schultz. Schultz, who spent all of last season with Reading, makes a return to the Fightin Phils to open up the 2024 season. Schultz, a 6'4", 195-pound right-handed pitcher from Alpharetta, Georgia. Schultz. Had a rough start to the year last year, but then really settled in nicely from May on. From May 12th to the end of the season, he had a 2.86 ERA. So the numbers might look a little higher, but don't let that fool you. He really ended last year on a positive note. And he'll get 2, 3, 4 of the Baysox lineup here in a 19-1 game. First pitch is way up to Basayo. It's 1-0. Basayo up for the 6th time. He's 1 for 5. Is in on the hands, fouled straight back, actually towards our vantage point. It lands about 3 rows in front of us. Nice gentleman gives the ball to a little kid after picking it up. 1-1 is swung on a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Andrew Schultz, 26 years old, played his college baseball at Tennessee. 6th-round pick of the Phillies back in 2019. 1-2 is swung on and missed for out number 1.
The center fielder, number 26, Dylan Beavers.
So that'll bring Dylan Beavers to the plate. 1 out in the 8th. Beavers digs in. He's been about 4 times tonight. First pitch outside for a ball. It's 1-0. Fightin Phil's hoping Schultz, the last arm they have to go to tonight. Swung on a miss, 1-1. There's an arm up in the Bowie bullpen. As the count's 1 ball and 1 strike here. Houston Roth, 26-year-old out of Ole Miss, up and throwing. Pitch is below the knees, 2 balls, 1 strike to Dylan Beavers. Beavers walked, singled, scored a run, reached on an error, popped out to the third baseman, and then walked again his last time up in the 6th. Pitch is at the belt for a strike, 2-2. Beavers will ask for and be granted time by home plate umpire Chad Patterson. Zdenek Zedek at first. Jared Durison is at second. Excuse me. Zedek at third, Durison at first. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and an out to Beavers. Schultz works from the stretch, ready at the belt, and fires. Swung on and fouled back. Schultz with a rather unique delivery, where most pitchers kind of start down by their waist and bring their arm up. Schultz goes right to that cocked back position, kind of when you're holding your arm straight back, and then fires home. He really gets rid of any lower movement. That's fouled back, 2-2. It was something that he changed while rehabbing from Tommy John surgery a couple of years ago. He missed 2021 with that right elbow surgery. Kind of back to our conversation earlier with the excess in UCL injuries across baseball the last few years. That pitch just a bit up. Simon, I tried to frame it. It's 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, and an out here in the 8th. Pitch is driven on the ground towards third. Simmons charges, Fields throws to first. Won't be in time. It'll hit off the facing of the Baysox dugout. And it'll be an infield single most likely for Dylan Beavers, and Billy Cook is the batter.
The first baseman, number 14, Billy Cook.
Billy Cook will dig in, 1 out here in the inning. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball, it's 1-0. Billy Cook, 1 for 4 tonight. Singled, stole a base, and scored a run in the 3rd. Here's the pitch. That's just inside, 2-0. Pitch is outside, 3-0. Here's the pitch. That's down the chute, 3-1. Cook was taken all the way on it. In the ninth, Fightin Phil's will have De La Cruz, Rincones Jr., and Ball, the three due up. One out in the bottom of the eighth currently. Here's the pitch. Swung on in. Fouled straight back. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Counts full. Ready on ready matchup here. Getting his lead off first, Beaver. Schultz set at the belt. The pitch. And that gets the outside corner. Called strike 3. Second strikeout for Schultz. 11 overall for Fightin Phil's pitching tonight. 10 strikeouts for our Phil's hitters tonight, so lower than last night's number at 16. Here's the pitch, swung on and fouled straight back. It's 0-1. Here's the pitch. That's down low. Squirts away from Simonite for a second, but he's able to pounce on it. John Rhodes, the batter. 2 for 4 tonight. He has struck out, singled, walked, flown out the left, singled again, scored a couple of runs, also has an RBI. One. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One, 2. Upstairs, in and out of the glove of Simonite, but keeps it relatively close to him. It stays 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Inning over. Andrew Schultz strikes out the side. No runs on a hit. It's an infield hit, no errors, 1 left on base. We go to the 9th. 19-1, Baysox on top, looking for their first win of the season.
Star City Boxing, located at 1340 Center Avenue Rear in Reading, is a 501c3 nonprofit boxing gym unlike any other. Our goal is to not only help you be fit, but to be the best outlet for our youth and community. We welcome anyone who wants to improve their way of life, be fit, and box competitively or non-competitively. We work with you to reach your goals in and out of the gym. Stop in and meet our stars today. Check us out and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for upcoming events and happenings. Visit our website today at starcityboxing.org for more information on how to join, volunteer with our youth, or support our efforts in the community. Star City Boxing is a proud continued 2024 Our Phil's Fiesta Friday partner.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin Phil's, 2 great hometown partners.
Top of the 9th inning, back on the Fightin Phil's radio network. Jake Starr joining you live on the call here from Prince George's Stadium, as the Fightin Phil's are down to their final 3 outs here on this chilly spring evening from Bowie, where pretty much nothing went right for the R Phils. Gabriel Rincones Jr. had the home run in the first, and from there it was 19 unanswered runs for the Baysox. But of course, as we talked about, For the Phillies, it's going to be a matter of how do they respond tomorrow? Do they flip the page? That's the big question. And, you know, things obviously went well last night for the Fightin Phils. So the question becomes, well, you got your first dose of adversity here in 2024. How do you respond? And I think for a team like this, the optimism should be high for how they respond. First pitch to De La Cruz takes outside 1-0. New pitcher in, it's Houston Roth. We'll get the ninth, and likely be the last pitcher we see tonight. Fourth arm in for the Baysox. 1-0 from Roth. It's on the corner for a strike, 1-1. 26-year-old. Spent pretty much the entire season in Bowie last year. Had one stint in AAA Norfolk at the end of the season, but that was pretty much it. De La Cruz swings and misses. It's 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss from De La Cruz. He's down on strikes, so 0 for 4 night tonight for Carlos De La Cruz. Did have a hit stolen from him back in the 6th, and here's Gabriel Rincones Jr. Pretty much the lone bright spot for the Fightin Phils tonight. Hit a home run in the first, his second home run of the season in as many days. 1 for 3 overall, a home run and a couple of strikeouts. First pitch to him, is upstairs for a ball, it's 1-0. Pitch. Breaking pitch inside, it's 2-0. Here's the pitch home. Rincones Jr. hits a bouncer out in front of the plate. Charging is Rolf fields in. The pitcher throws the first in time for out number 2. 1-2 goes to put out. And Bryce Ball is the final hope for the Fightin Phils this evening. Bryce Ball 0 for 3 tonight. As Houston Rolf will look to try and finish this one off. 19-1 here in the 9th. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. Strike number 1 to Bryce Ball. Teams, of course, as we said, back in action tomorrow. Game 3 of this weekend set. Reading still a chance to win this series. Have something to feel good about when heading home. Here's the 0-1. It's bounced past the catcher. Ball and a strike, 2 outs here to Bryce Ball, who's yet to reach tonight. 1-1. Swung on, hit well, down the line in left, but Judd Fabian's there, makes the catch, and the ball game is over. It was all Bowie tonight. 19-1, our final score. And the Baysox just pure domination after 1 run from the Fightin Phils in the first. It was all Bowie from there. 19-1 our final. We'll step aside for a moment. Back after this here on the Phils Radio Network with the postgame show.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizeba.org. Click Local Coalitions.
Empowering communities one relationship at a time is our commitment at Tompkins. Our customers have thrived thanks to our focus on local lending and their commitment to the customers they serve.
They do a great job, everything for us from our banking, our insurance, to our wealth management.
Tompkins has always been there for us.
We see a long relationship with Tompkins. They're good people.
Tompkins, banking, insurance, wealth. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Investment and insurance products are not FDIC insured, not bank guaranteed, and may lose value.
In continuation of the 275th anniversary of Reading celebration, the Art Phillies will play as the Reading Keystones on off Thursdays in 2024. Join us for 11 Keystone Throwback Thursdays, thanks to Burke's Career and Technology Center, H&F Heating and Cooling, Rip It Baseball Town Charities Batting Cages, and Lavelle Law Firm. Come celebrate the city of Reading and enjoy some great baseball on Throwback Thursdays in 2024. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL, online at rphillies.com, or at the Customers Bank ticket office. Spend some quality time with the family by taking them out to the ball game every Sunday home game at First Energy Stadium. Sundays are Burke's Packing Sunday Family Fun Days, presented by Empire Home Center, Golden Oaks Golf Club, Long Home Products, T-Mobile, and Rip It Baseball Town Charities. Get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 sodas for only $62 when purchased in advance. Join us for Burke's Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at all Sunday home games all season long.
Celebrate the history of America's pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with the events that shaped and changed the game and our country. And relive the careers of legends who have earned the greatest honor in sports. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org.
The brand new Redner's Event Center is here and is accepting reservations now. Bring a group out to a Fightin' Phillies game starting at just $50 per person for groups of 40 or more. Non-game day reservations are also open now for events ranging from weddings, bar and bat mitzvahs, banquets, trade shows, and much more. For more details and to request a proposal, go to artphils.com/events.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus, 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet, photos and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor, and the Fightin' Phillies mascot band. Regular season tickets start at $37 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL.
Back on the Fightin' Phillies Radio Network, it is the post-game show. Jake Starr joining on the call tonight here from Bowie. Appreciate you joining myself last night, tonight, and tomorrow, all weekend long, here for the season opening homestand between the Reading Fightin' Phillies and the Bowie Baysox. Well, this is one, if you're the Fightin' Phillies, you're going to go in that clubhouse, you're going to maybe let it manifest for a couple of minutes, then you're going to crumble it up and throw it into the trash can, because that's pretty much what this game deserves. It's game 2 of the season. Throw it away, put it in the rearview mirror, get on to Sunday, because pretty much anything that couldn't go right for the Art Phillies tonight did not go right. And it's baseball. It happens. That's the nature of the game. You're going to have nights where you blow out teams like Reading did against Hartford last June. And you're going to have nights where teams blow you out, like Somerset did to Reading last year. And the question becomes, how does this team respond? You know, last year's team was really good at responding when it came to adversity. This year's team shows to have a similar makeup. This staff shows to have a similar makeup. So, got to feel really good about how they respond tomorrow. And look, you win tomorrow. Tonight doesn't matter. You take 2 or 3. You go home with a series victory. You feel good about opening up against Portland on Tuesday at home, because Al Padrique said, and we talked to him before the game last night in our pregame interview, it's got to go 500 on the road and win games at home. That's as simple as it gets, and that's kind of the mantra of this team. Of course, last year's team was above 500 on the road and had a very poor record at home, and they're going to look to flip that this year. But you can start your road slate, take 2 or 3 on the road in Bowie. You have to feel good about that. And tomorrow night, they'll have that opportunity. You know, Reading, really the lone bright spot tonight. Gabriel Rincones Jr. had the solo home run in the first, his second of the year, and that was pretty much it. Just 2 hits, 4 base runners in total for the Fightin' Phils tonight. Lee Sang reached twice. Rincones had the home run. Robert Moore was hit by a pitch. On the Bowie side, to give all the play-by-play, that would probably take quite a while. So we will just run through some big nuggets here. Basically, 4 crooked innings was what did it tonight. 4 in the second for Bowie, 7 in the third, 3 in the fourth, 5 in the sixth. And that's what got the Baysox to 19 runs tonight. And it's a 19-1 final, like we talked about. First time Reading has given up 15 runs and 15 hits since that Somerset game on August the 18th, 2023. So they're going to look to respond. I think player of the game has to go to Colin Burns for Bowie. Came just a double shy of the cycle. So a good game for Burns tonight. On the mound, really not a night to write home about. Fightin Contreras, 3 1/3, 7 hits, 8 earned runs. Andrew Baker, an inning, 2 hits, 5 earned runs. Zach Hockey, inning and 2/3, a hit and an earned run. Mitch Newborn, just 1/3 of an inning, a hit, 5 earned runs, 5 walks. Carlos Francisco, inning and 2/3, a hit, 3 strikeouts. Last 2 pitchers, Francisco and Schultz, look good. So you're looking for a silver lining tonight. Francisco and Schultz is kind of your big silver lining there. Francisco, inning and 2/3, a hit, no runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts. Andrew Schultz, an inning, a hit, no runs, no walks, and 3 strikeouts. On the Bowie side, Kyle Bronovich, 4 2/3, 2 hits, a run. He looked really good in his return from Tommy John surgery. He returned last year in the rehab and then hoping to have a full season of health this year for Bronovich. Verbitsky, who gets credit for the win, inning and a third, no runs, no hits, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. Trey McGow, 2 innings, no runs, no hits, 3 strikeouts. Houston Rolfe, an inning, no runs, no hits, no walks, and 1 strikeout. So really for Bowie, couldn't have drawn it up any better. 19-1 in the final. And take a look at our line score here. Reading 1 run, 2 hits, 2 errors, 3 left. Bowie 19 runs, 15 hits, no errors, 7 left on base. With the win, the Baysox are 1-1. The loss, Reading drops to 1-1 also on the season. Kyle Verbitsky gets the win. He's 1-0. Efrain Contreras gets the loss. He is 0-1. There was no save. Time of the game, 2 hours and 53 minutes. Attendance, a little over 6,900 tonight. And definitely a little bit of a warmer night than last night. It was 54 and cloudy at first pitch. We're at 48 degrees now. And tomorrow's looking to be upper 50s, sunny for a 1 o'clock first pitch. So it should feel pretty good tomorrow after a pretty chilly first couple of nights. Once again, the finale of this series set for tomorrow, 1:05 first pitch. Robinson Pena, the righty, makes his Reading debut. He'll go opposite the righty Trace Bright for the Bowie Baysox. 1:05 first pitch. We'll be on the air at 12:45. The pregame show, which will feature our first minor league report of the season. Updates from Lehigh Valley with Sam Jelinek, Reading with myself, Jersey Shore with Greg Giambrisi, and Clearwater with broadcaster Josh Sperber. So excited to share that with you for the first time in 2024 tomorrow. Big thank you to everyone for tuning in tonight. That'll do it. Baysox winners 19-1. We'll talk to you at 12:45 tomorrow with the pregame show. The Fightin' Phils Radio Network. I'm Jake Starr saying so long and have a great night here from Bowie.
This has been a presentation of the Our Phils Radio Network. We thank you for tuning in and can't wait to talk to you the next time the Fightins take the field.